All right, folks. I think we are live. Running a little late as usual. Only 7 minutes tonight. Charlotte, if you're here, I sent you a link on Instagram. Just kind of waiting on some folks to pop in. Know this is kind of last minute. So, I hope you all have had a good Saturday. It was a hot one here for us, but we didn't let that stop us. All right, I'm not seeing anything on the stream. Let's try this, see if I'm really live or not. All right. Looks like we're live. It's kind of last minute, folks. I don't know if we'll have anybody join us or not. But we will make the best of it. It's always good to wind down after a long day. Kind of sit back and chill just a little bit. I keep looking around my other monitors to make sure that it looks like we're broadcasting. I would take a few people a bit to get their notifications. We're going to do a little bit different tonight. We're going to open up the chat and have a little Q&A, let you guys ask us anything you want, or mostly anything. Let me send this, send Marcel a link. And who else we got on here? There we go. Let's see what happens now. I'm experimenting a little bit tonight, as usual. I don't know if you can hear the background music playing or not. If you can, let me know. Well, I bought this fancy mixer here about 8 months ago. And I had one before this, it's pretty easy to use. But this thing here is, I think it's smarter than me. Let's see, show up screen, example. We are public. Says I'm public anyway. Well, we are going to kind of open up the floodgates tonight. If you want to ask any questions, try my best to fill in. It can be about barbecue. I'm sure we got some good gardening answers to share. If you all know, here we got some people popping. Hey, how you doing, Colin? Colin, can you hear me okay? Hope you had a good day, Colin. Did you have to work today? And also, if you can, Colin, can you hear the music playing in the background? Or is that only on my end? I hear them in my headphones, but I don't know if it's being broadcast. No background music. Okay. Well, that tells me that I still got to do some work. There we go. Look who we got here.
Hey there.
We got us a show now. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Appreciate your feedback. Charlotte, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I hear you wonderfully, which is
super.
You know, my I don't know if it was my phone or your, you know.
I'm on the same settings as last week.
No kidding.
Exact. I haven't touched it since last week. Is it plenty loud enough? I mean, it's not distorting, is it?
Not well.
Okay. I mean,
you know, let me. I'm gonna get on YouTube so I can read the chat.
You can't see it? In StreamYard?
I probably can.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
It's easier for me on the computer.
So you don't use the Chromebook anymore?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There we go. Hi, Colin.
Well, it's good to see everybody in the chat. Hope you all had a good Saturday.
Definitely.
It was hot as heck here today.
Yeah, it was. It was hot here as well.
It's been another day outside.
Were you still working on your
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I told you it all come crashing down last Saturday.
Right, that's right.
So I spent this week gluing stuff up and reinforcing it and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of started over today. But we got the wife out to help. We managed to get all four posts standing, and it's rock solid. So
good.
Tomorrow I'll start on the roof. I don't know if I get it done or not, because man, it's just really been hot.
Your voice sounds a little crackly. Is it
well,
from
it's because I've been out in that heat all day.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna taste test the sodas tomorrow. The box came in yesterday. We were gonna do it today, but me and Poppy, I had to get my hairs done, so Poppy took me over there, and then we went to lunch and had ourselves a little date. And I think
nice.
Might have had one too many Bloody Marys and got really, really sleepy.
Well, you know, we had a date night last night, and of course I hadn't had any alcohol in probably almost 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
And I had one drink and a beer, and we got home last night about maybe around 11:30. I woke up at 1:30 today.
My goodness!
I didn't even get up to take a pee. I mean,
it's so unusual.
That old-fashioned kicked my butt.
No, you needed that sleep though.
Apparently so. So I jumped up, went outside, and got busy out there. But that's the hottest part of the whole day.
How many people do we have in chat?
Yeah, it looks like we got 8.
Hot diggity dog.
Gonna be
Y'all
a
hit
good
that
night.
like button for Grumpus. Maybe the YouTube gods will throw it out there a little bit more.
You know, I'm still torn about leaving these lives up on the channel.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know that it hurts anything, but I can't see anybody going back and watching a
Well,
4-hour
that's
video
the
or
thing.
3-hour video or anything like that.
Right.
I mean,
And
my highest ranking video on the live. I mean, this
Uh-huh.
is episode 5 for me.
Okay.
My highest ranking one was episode 1, and
Okay.
I've made 30 cents already.
Hot diggity dog.
So I don't know if it's worth just leaving it up there or not.
Last weekend, when it was my turn, I think I made $1.14.
Damn, you're popular.
Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, I looked
But-
last week. I think, or the week before. I think I'm up to a dime.
But you're right. Especially when the videos are not, when the live streams, if
Yeah.
they're not subject centered and you have a lot of information to give people,
Yeah,
most people are not going to go back and rewatch. That
Yeah.
is something I've noticed. If it's just a bunch of folks getting around, talking and goofing off and, socializing like we do,
right.
it's very rare that somebody watches any of it.
I agree with you, Colin.
But now I do leave them up because it does count as watch time. And if you private it or unlist it, you don't get the watch time.
Oh, okay.
So that's another factor that you could consider. If you don't need the watch time, then,
I guess it all boils down to what we talk about, I guess.
I think you're right. Yeah. And you can go and edit. You can go into YouTube Studio and edit out the goofiness or the stuff that you don't want.
Well, we get to talk private, family matters and things like that. Sometimes that's not something that really needs to stay out
Right.
there.
Right. Yeah, that is true. I do that too much.
I can't get on a soapbox at times.
Yes, we can.
Well,
I'm on
people
the-
in the chat, we're going to kind of open this up a little different tonight. We're all geared up and ready to Q&A tonight. So
Farm, y'all.
pretty much most anything, but not everything. But it can be anything.
On a case by case basis.
It can be home fixer upper stuff. It can be barbecue. It can be. We got a lot of gardening information here.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll tell you how to raise all your damn kids.
Yes, we will. We certainly will. I have a doctorate in parenting. If I don't, I'm stupid, right?
That's right.
After 7 kids, if I'm
You
not,
ought to have it figured out by now.
of course, I don't know. A lot of our folks in here probably don't have lots of kids still at home.
Never thought that happened to me, but nope.
I don't think it's ever going to happen to me either. But at least it's not 7 still at home. It's only 2.
Well,
Listen to
that's
that.
true.
Only 2. Do you hear that?
Down to 2
Down to 2.
and counting.
Shoot. With lots of people, 2 is the max.
I knew this was coming.
What is it? I have a quick. Did you?
Tom, I got that boxer right over there.
No,
And
that is so
if I
funny.
hadn't been sick all last week, I was going to get into that.
Were you sick last week?
I got sicker than a dog. After we shut down Saturday night,
Yeah.
I woke up Sunday and I had fever. I was chilling.
No
And
one
I didn't
called
get
it.
I didn't get feeling back to normal till, gosh, like late Tuesday or Thursday afternoon.
No kidding.
So I guess it was just like a little summer cold.
Yeah. Or the vid.
Well, it could have been, but it didn't feel like it.
I was in Charlestown, West Virginia today. I love West Virginia.
By the way, it's good to see you, Tom. You want to jump up?
Heck yeah, come on. We'll have keto questions too.
There you go. We'll have it all covered.
Shoot, yeah. But I don't want to talk about no politics.
No, politics, religion. We'll kind of
Can't do that.
keep that on back burners.
That's right. I should have got a different glass every time I put this up to my face. It covers mine.
That's a big glass.
It is. I got this at Walmart. It has a straw, but I lost the lid. So, oh my goodness.
Well,
So
I'm
what'd you
sucking
have
on
for
some
dinner?
root beer. Root beer tonight. I'm trying to stay away from the caffeine.
I love root beer. That's my favorite thing in the world, other than tea.
108. Is that 108 degrees, or is it 100 or 108 o'clock?
Oh my
What
God.
is it?
108 degrees, probably. You know, day before yesterday, we had a heat index here of 118.
Yep.
I can't even wrap my head
Pretty
around
hot
it.
here. I don't know what the index ended up being, but it was miserable all week.
Yeah, the kids for band practice, they stayed indoors and practiced because it was just too dangerous to go outside.
Well, I don't know what it got up to today, to be honest with you.
Hot
I know I took a
AM.
lot of breaks and I drank water all day, but
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever tried that stuff called liquid IV?
uh-uh.
You really should. It's like a Gatorade type drink. It's a powder you put in your water,
Oh, okay.
and it's a little bit pricey. But let me tell you something. It really, really works. Wesley's job provides that for them who work, the ones that work out in the shop and they're in the heat and everything. And Wesley he's only had to go to the urgent care and get an IV once this summer.
Wow. I mean, I need to stop being a knucklehead and staying outside all day. I just can't.
Well, you might want to do that, Grumpus.
It's I can't do it like I used to could do it.
Yeah, I understand. I do.
And I was doing pretty good today till I had to drag a ladder out, and them
Oof.
trips up and down the ladder just ate my lunch.
That's hard, ain't it? Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. Well, you know, when the air is hot and thick like that, it gets difficult to breathe.
it does.
It feels like you're breathing through a hot, wet washcloth. You know.
And my
Speaking
wife
of
was a trooper. She stayed out there with me all afternoon.
No kidding.
Yep, she kept the water coming, and
Good for her.
I had a blower running, but we was far enough away from it. It's just more like a breeze.
Sure, yeah.
But she stayed out there with me in case I
Case you fell
fell
off
and
the
couldn't
ladder.
get up.
Well,
Yeah, Colin, I hear you, man. I used to get out here. I'd get out on a Saturday morning and just go all day. Never take a break. It doesn't seem like it was that far away, but apparently it was.
doesn't seem like it was that long ago either, huh?
Yeah. Well, I jumped on the scales Saturday morning last week
Uh-huh.
and jumped on again tonight when I came in. I'm 11 pounds down in a week.
Oh my God. Are you eating?
Generally not. Not till I shut down and come in, because it makes me sick
Yeah.
when I get that hot. I
You
don't want
don't
to eat
wanna eat.
anything.
Right.
I mean, Vicky brought out some crackers and stuff, and none of that appealed to me. I said it'd just make me sick. I'll bet Wesley's the same way, working in a hot building all the time.
Yeah. He usually will take, he'll go across the street to the Walmart and buy bag salads and eat a salad real quick and then go back to work.
So I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to keep it down.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Simon, how you doing?
Howdy, Simon.
What you doing up so late? No, but I mean, even when I was in my 20s and 30s, working in hot warehouses, and I never ate until it was time to cool down.
Right.
Oh man, here's trouble.
Hey, Beaver Believer.
Hey, what's going on, DJ?
Yeah, and so I have to right here.
You should be ashamed. I'm jealous now.
Yeah.
I love those things. That's beaver nuggets in there, Grumpus.
Oh yeah, you've been to Buc-ee's?
No, but I got them from my favorite Texas.
Well, that's not true because I didn't send them to you.
You know I did something. You know I did. Yeah.
Can't hardly hear you, DJ.
You can't hear me?
Can't hardly hear you, DJ.
Sorry.
Can you hear him, Charlotte?
You're kind of in a tunnel.
Go to the light.
Like you're way on the other side of the house.
Okay, hold on.
That's a little better.
That was a little better.
Really?
14 pounds. Y'all, I need to get a job and go work in the heat if y'all can lose that kind of weight in a week.
Hey, just hang with me. We'll beat them pounds off. Just hanging outside.
Like I told somebody today, I'm being a little bit fluffy. Really, though, I guess I could stand to lose about 12 or 14 pounds.
I mean, I could stand to lose the weight. It's just a lot of weight in one weekend or in one
really
week.
Is. It was mostly water too, I'm sure. You know.
Yeah, and I didn't have much of an appetite through the week.
Right.
Being sick and everything.
Right. Well.
Hey, Simon, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing pretty good. What you doing up so late?
I was editing a video and uploaded it to my channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's up, Simon?
What's up, DJ? How's them nuggets?
Good.
You got 2 big bags of nuggets.
Yeah.
Are you the one that sent him them nuggets?
Nah, Devil Dog sent them to him.
Oh, I was trying my best to take credit for it.
Should have asked me, man.
Nice.
I had a bag
Well,
around
Simon,
here.
do you know Charlotte and everybody? Do you know Charlotte?
I know her because what's that?
I said, we've met.
Have we? I don't remember. I know we.
On a live. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I've seen her on your live because I keep catching your lives in the morning the day after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Charlotte. That answers the question.
Right.
But like I said, I'm never up this late on a Saturday because I'm always busy, right? So I'm not either I'm not home or I'm already asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I end up catching you Sunday mornings.
Oh, okay. Because we were just discussing earlier if it's worth leaving the videos up because I didn't know if anybody rewatched them.
Yep, I have my coffee to you.
All right. Well, there you go.
Nice.
So did you do a cook today, Simon?
No, I did a cook during the week. I have 3 cooks on my phone, and I also run out of space. So I figured, okay, let me edit one out
Yeah.
and put it out, so I can delete it, and then I'll work on the other ones during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be ashamed of myself. I did a video on Father's Day and I still haven't edited it yet.
The most I waited, I think, was like 10 weeks. I had all the footage on my phone. Just
Yeah.
didn't do anything with it until again I needed space on my phone.
I've got 2 videos on my phone I need to get edited. I hate editing.
Oh, I don't mind it.
See, the editing doesn't bother me. That's the part. That's the fun part.
Ugh,
Just trying to steal enough time to get it done. I don't know what's happened.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. I am becoming like velvet up here, and I haven't put out a video in a while.
Oh, wow. I just saw
Well,
one pop up on your channel. Didn't you do a live stream or something?
I do my 2 weekly lives, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
does.
You're just not doing produced videos.
Right.
Yeah, no, like, basically how you will all of 2022.
In 2024 and 2023. Actually, the last, I just looked the other day, and the last video that I did was in October of last year. The,
Get that guy out.
Let me get the dish soap.
Hey, Colin. Hey, Tom.
hey,
What's
Tom.
going on?
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Is that
Not too much.
Colin? Yeah.
That's Colin.
Okay.
Turn the light on, Colin. We can't see you.
You're in the dark.
Yeah.
Who's got their YouTube on?
Somebody got their TV on. It sounds like. I heard myself come back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's better, isn't
They
it?
got it. So, Tom, what you been up to?
Not much. Just sweating. That's all I'm doing is
I
sweating.
hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Charlotte just a minute ago I've lost 11 pounds in a week. Just,
I mean, it's
just getting
just-
out in the yard.
I think the weather guy said the other day that it was like 80, almost 80 days that it's been over 102.
Isn't that amazing?
And
But
it's been steady for the past 3 weeks. Oh, I tell you what, a couple days ago it was 114. I mean, just
So have y'all had any rain?
yeah, it rains here like the breeze blows through. You know? It's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, Grumpus, mute Colin's thing and see if it's him. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's watching up on the screens probably.
Yeah, he probably is.
You got your screen muted, Colin?
Yeah, got everything muted. Great to see you guys, by the way. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah.
to see you too.
And, yeah. It's
Kind of
it's been a
sitting in the
while.
shadows like an informant or something.
Any more light?
Yeah. Turn the light on. So-
Simon, what's cooking, brother?
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. All right. I'll try and get more light on. I know it's a little bit dull, but I'll try and put a bit more light on. But no, great to see you, Charlotte, Grumpus, all the guys here tonight. Yeah, it's been a while. And
Yeah, it's kind of late, but you know,
Yeah,
I still had to scamper in here to get this thing fired up at 11.
Yeah, I was looking out for you guys a little earlier on, and I'm glad
Well,
to see you.
Charlotte usually does around 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
And somebody
Yes,
has
sir.
still got their YouTube turned on.
Not me. I shut everything down.
So it's not Colin?
Is it?
No, not me.
Well, let's see.
Don't tell me it's DJ.
No, it's not me, but listen, there's, there's no echo if I stop talking.
That's true.
Well, I only hear it when Colin's unmuted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Colin.
There we go. I'm gonna
Tommy,
mute
how
until
me
he
do?
figures it out. So Tom, have you got back in the band yet, or are you still pretty much staying at the house where it's cool?
We took a break because of the heat.
Yeah.
So where we were rehearsing, it's like if the guy has like a studio that he did in his garage, and it's just hot as hell.
Yeah.
So so we do. Well, what they did was they sent us. It's
Is that your playlist?
that's just one set.
Okay.
So I mean, it's like 60 songs that he wants to go over. So, but
Wow.
I think maybe next week we're going to start again. So I got one casino calling already. Want to know if we're able to do like a Wednesday night to start with, and so but we're gonna get back into it again. Just
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
freaking crazy hot.
I mean, when it's hot like that, you don't feel like. For me, I don't feel like doing crap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, in fact, even a couple cooks, you know what I mean, just to fire up the oven or something like that inside the house.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tom, just keep what you did to do.
You know what you know what I found the other day? I can't find it now. But that damn sticker you sent me with Tom do the dishes.
He made you a sticker.
One sticker he sent me. Tom do the dishes. I thought that was hysterical. I just found it the other day. What the hell? Unbelievable. I started doing podcasts.
Yeah. How's that working for you?
You know what? At first, I just said, just get up and start talking about stuff and everything like that. And the first one was okay, but then the second one and the third one took off like crazy.
No kidding.
So is this video podcast or is this just audio?
Just like I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And I was going to go over. I got set up to go to Pod. I think it's Podbeam or something like that.
Yeah.
Podbeam. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? There's too much other stuff involved in it. They tell you it's free, and then once you get into it, you upload something, and then the next thing you know, they want $15.95 a month.
Yeah.
To put it out in other places, so you can put it out, like Spotify and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But each one has a criteria that you got to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? And I just, I don't want to get that deep into it. I didn't think it was going to take off at all or do anything.
Right.
So I got one that it just hit a little over 2,000 on YouTube Music. So that's where they put them up at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you interviewing people, or you got guest hosts? What are you doing? Are you just talking?
Yeah, I start getting a little belligerent.
Is this on your regular channel?
Yeah.
Okay, well I need to look it up. If you got a
You know what's going to happen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just going on the, what you said. What's going to happen now is, podcasts are going to take over all media. You know, you're going to have like CNN, Fox News, all the so-called major media networks. They're all gonna go away because so many people are doing podcasts and so many unknowns are coming up and doing podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, the free stuff's going to go away, I think.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I mean, even the free
You know,
stuff is not
so-
free. You pay a cable bill, right?
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Grumpus.
So even your three big networks are not free anymore.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Grumpus. Before I got on here tonight, I went on. I canceled Disney. I canceled Amazon Prime. I canceled
Mhm.
Netflix. That was 3 of them. I don't need those bills, right?
Right.
But beyond the point, I'm going on just the what our brother said here. Fox are going to say the same. CNN are already gone, and it's going to be down to podcasts, from people like Grumpus, Charlotte, the rest of these or anybody else
Mm.
who comes into
I
the
have a
equation.
question.
Yeah, you still got to pay for it, though. You still got to pay to be on a podcast because
Right.
you have to have a platform to put you there. That's
Yeah,
the
but
whole
you
idea.
know what?
You have to have a platform
No,
to watch it.
I agree, but shut down all the networks and just have your internet connection so that you can attach the YouTube and we can do what we're doing tonight.
I mean,
I
that
watch-
may work for us,
Yeah.
but there's too much big money involved.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's too much of a platform.
I was
Yeah.
a little at first when I first did it. I said, I don't know if I'm going to do this because I don't know if everybody understood Jersey, So
I love Jersey. I love Jersey.
Yes.
There's somebody for everybody.
so I had but I got a lot of pretty decent feedback, and then at first I said, "This is crazy." I'll do it. I did the second one. I put them up my time, midnight Sunday, so it's actually Monday morning. So it
Yeah.
goes up and it just goes out and it stays up that way. So, but tell you what, I found in fact, I had to do 2. I record them. I don't do them live. I had to record them. So 2, I had to redo over again because I
Right.
got a little carried away with it. And these
Sure.
rat bastards.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a podcast and a video on YouTube? I mean, I
Well,
don't get.
Broadcast usually is done live,
well,
Okay.
but then
let me explain this here because I'm gonna need someone that you know very well to help you understand. He had a podcast with just it was video and audio.
Mm-hmm.
Most podcasts are just audio. So,
Oh.
so
Oh, that's right. Pia does the podcast on the Swedish stuff.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. And I listen to that on a different platform though. I don't listen to that on YouTube.
yes, I
Right.
know. But what Tom is doing is the same thing that Pia was doing because he's recorded the audio, put it out on the platform, and whoever finds it listens to it. So, no visual.
So basically, you're getting YouTube views off of it, and podcasters are listening to it on different platforms too.
Right. Only,
Yeah.
only
You record the audio to put it on the other platform.
just how I'm doing it now. All they do is when you put it up, you got to put it up as an MP3 with no video.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
So when you go, but you got to have like this pod beam, and that's what I got mad about was because it advertises as free, and the
Yeah.
person who told me to do it, you can put it up free, but then you can also pay for it, okay, and they'll put you out on just about every wherever a podcast goes out on, they'll put you out on.
Tom,
But
can't you go ahead and apply for the other platforms individually and upload to them directly?
yeah, but might have to pay them for that.
well, Tom, I will say this because I used to podcast myself. I put that on my own website and I will submit my OSS feed to the destination, and I did not have to pay a cent to them.
Yeah, that's all changing now because of that reason. I don't have a website, so you're gonna have to pay one way or the other to get set up with a website. You know.
You're right. Right. Yeah.
So, but the funny thing about it is that this pod beam that I put it up on, it's a good it's a good platform and everything like that. They do a lot for you. To put it out to help you. But you got to go through each one. If you go to Spotify, if you go to Apple, if you go whoever you're going to, okay, you got to conform to their ways of doing things. So one might need all MP3s. It might be an MP4 mixed with an MP3. All this gibberish they're telling me. And I said, I don't know.
Now, I will say this, and I'm joking, but you and I need to get to go and just talk. Podcast or live, but we need to just put it out there and talk. We have talked about doing it before. We need to, I think, in the next year, we need to do that. But
Yeah.
Hey, Marcel.
I didn't know how far I was going to go with it, DJ. To be honest with you, and then I got number 6 ready to go and working on number 7. So basically, what I do is, and I do it kind of different than everybody else does it. I make my own commercial. Okay, and when in the beginning I'll start what I had this week. I have a whole chuck roll. Okay, and this podcast is being brought to you by 26-pound chuck roll that'll be cut up, used for
I like it.
and I go like that.
Nice.
Or where I did in the past, we're going to use this steak. This podcast is brought to you by cast iron, garlic, olive oil, butter, and a New York strip. And then I'll go on from there. You know what I mean? I was all playing with it, just trying to see where I was going to go. But like I said, Marie says, "Really, you really want to add something else to what you're doing?"
Yeah.
Marcel, hello.
Okay.
You're not busy enough, sir. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna tap out. I will tap out another time. Bye, guys.
good night, DJ.
Yeah, DJ, go to bed because you got them dishes to do in the morning, buddy.
How did you do that, Tom? Did you just watch a video that says this is how you podcast?
I have one lady that I've been dealing with, trying to help her, and she said, "I'm tired of watching through your videos and looking through all the videos that you have and looking through this. Can you just explain it?" So what I did was, I started the podcast as if I was talking to somebody who's just started keto.
Okay. I think I saw that one actually.
So week 1, and here's what you got to look for the whole bit. So now we're up to week 6.
Yeah.
Talking about different spices and stuff that you use that that have carbs in it and stuff like that you got to be careful of.
Right.
Yep. I'm on 4. I haven't seen the other one, so 5 and 6 yet.
Yeah. So that keeps me going. But I take one day out and I just spend on the whole thing. I do my research, get all my stuff up again. And here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get one of these whack job doctors on. That's what I'm striving for. Well, you can do this and you can have that and you can eat this. That's fine for you. The whole bit. All right. And then in the same token, then they turn around and say, but for $19.95, you can have this shake right here that's going to take care of all your problems. And the problem with that is because they got like 1 million people following them with this nonsense that they're putting out. And they're actually hurting people. So, I mean, that's...
If people would just learn, and I'm guilty of it. Look, I'm not a diabetic, Tom, and yesterday my daughter took me out. Oh my God, it was delicious. The lunch special, it was a half dozen charbroiled oysters and a salad. Well,
yum.
It was so stinking good. I cannot even believe how good it was. And it was so simple. But that's a keto thing. Salad, oil and vinegar for the dressing, and then the oysters and no crackers, no bread, no nothing. And then after that, I was still hungry.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not me. Normally, I eat a little tiny bit at a time. I cannot eat a huge meal. But yesterday, apparently, I was in a wild state of mind. So I looked at my daughter and I said, I'm still hungry. What do I eat? And she goes, I don't know. What do you want? And I said, well, why don't we share a dessert? And she said, okay, which one you want? So we got a blueberry mascarpone cheesecake with lemon curd drizzle on the top of it.
Apparently you wanted all of them.
Let me tell you what, it was so stinking good.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm getting tired of watching these people that come on. I watched a guy today, and I don't want to mention any names or nothing like that, but I sort of went after him a little bit, and I said, am I doing the right thing or not? But I'm tired of seeing it. I cook, everything I do is clean until I started the other channel. Okay, making breads and pizzas and stuff like that, using potatoes. But what happened was it went back to when I was playing in the band. We get done at night, 11:30, okay?
Right back,
go across the street into the other casino and sit down. And in the beginning, I was good because I started out just having a hamburger, no bun, no nothing.
Right.
And like 3 weeks into it, next thing you know, I'm eating everything again.
Yeah.
And I feel the aches and the pains, the whole bit. So I blew my knee out, and I was out for 7 months, 4 months on my back. So the point of the matter is that I had to actually stop everything, reset.
Right.
I just ate meat, just carnivore until I get everything back in shape again. But this guy today was making keto bread. There is no such thing. Mm-mm. And I'll argue the point with them, until we're cockeyed, Anyway, but that's where I'm at now with that. So that's the ones I'm calling out. And I'm come on. You want to come on with me? Come on, and let's chat. Let's talk. I've been doing this long enough.
Have you ever watched Alan Roberts? I think that's his name. You would really relate to him. And he's not a keto guy, but he is a fitness guy. Mm-hmm. Let me make sure that I've got his name right. But he really goes after people who are He kind
I'll
of
be
goes
right back,
after
folks.
the girl world community, but he also, if somebody's out there talking about stuff that is not healthy and pretending like it is, he goes after them.
Yeah.
And
And it's not my place to do that, okay? Because the other channel that I have, I cook regular food on there.
right.
But but doing what I'm doing as far as with the keto stuff, that's where I make my 50 cents a month.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
50 cents. They write that check for me for 50 cents.
That's right.
They do not.
But the whole idea is I don't want to be people to be strict with it. If you're type 2 diabetic, yes, you got to be.
Oh, definitely.
If you're just looking to lose weight, then you can do whatever you want. You can knock yourself out, and that's the line that I'm trying to draw with it.
Well, see, I didn't eat anything else all day after I ate.
Then you would be good to go.
Oh, and I didn't have breakfast yesterday morning, and that's usually how I eat. I will have one meal a day, and I eat one bigger meal a day. And when I say bigger, I don't use a full-size plate. I use like a salad plate, and that's my dinner plate. But and I don't do that on purpose. I do that because I can't eat all of that food on a big plate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole idea is to eat till you're full, and then walk away and then don't eat no more. Matter of fact,
I can't tell you how many times that Wesley and I will go out to dinner, and I can't eat but half of what's on my plate. And God love him, he'll eat the other half. Which is why his doctor told him that he's on blood pressure medicine now and probably should lose about 30 pounds.
And that's the other thing with these doctors and stuff with the now they're attacking. They already went after Mike, keto end of it. These other off the wall doctors. Now they're going after carnivore, saying now, well,
yes, they are, aren't they? I've seen that. It raises
your cholesterol. It raises. Well,
hey, Tom, do you remember the Atkins diet?
Yeah, that's what keto is, basically. Yeah. That's basically what keto is the Atkins diet modified.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until they sold they sold everything and then started making Atkins candy. And then
just like Charlotte said there, I do not eat as much as I used to do. Sometimes I'm not even hungry, but I know I have to, put food into myself, for the fuel of the body, and but no, sometimes I get out, I go to work, and I'm not hungry. I come back at night, I want to eat, but it's not a good thing to eat in the evening also, so I might throw myself up a 3-egg omelet with a full tomato in there, some sliced ham, stuff like that, and just do something simple. But it's not like it used to be. Not like it used to be.
As long as you get yourself full.
And what time you normally cook that?
Grumpus, I've become an expert. I swear.
We're going to have to show up for dinner, aren't we?
I hope he answers the doorbell when he's cooking.
My father used to say, if you're coming over, make sure you ring the doorbell with your elbows. Grumpus, did you ever check out that guy I was telling you about the meat packers?
No. In fact, I wrote that down, but I hadn't got to it yet.
I'm working on him to have him come on do a live with me.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Have you watched Pit Life Barbecue?
Yeah. I don't think so.
In fact, he was in here earlier. Pit Life Barbecue Podcast.
Yeah, Johnny McGuire.
Yeah.
Johnny McGuire. He's got a really good podcast.
Yeah, in fact, I see him on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I say Montpelier.
But
Yeah,
he,
in fact,
you know,
I
if
have
you hit
that Vegas
if you hit
slide.
any roadblocks or anything, he might be able to help you out on some of that stuff.
Yeah. What this guy does is this guy was a feed. He had a feed lot. Okay, and that's where they brought the cattle in. They would his lot would hold 15,000 cattle.
Oh
Okay?
my.
And he would feed them, get them ready, and he would send them out to the different uh, slaughterhouses. Okay. The last count that he had was 1,500. Okay, so there's four meat packers in the country. Two are from out of country, and two are in. But they're all registered here in the United States. They're the ones who are controlling the prices. What this guy did was he started talking to other farmers and have them ranchers and have them bring their cows to them, and they were selling the meat from his place in the surrounding area.
Yep.
Without the government jumping in.
Oh wow.
Regulating.
There's a few here in Texas that are doing that.
Controlling prices.
He's got a.
Yes.
He's got a. Also, he has his own store.
Yep.
He's got his own store. They sell cheese. They sell raw milk. The whole bit, but he spun the whole thing around. He said because he watched it go from 15 to 16 different types of processors down to 4.
Wow.
And I got another guy I'm talking to here is he used to work for the FDA. All right. And he talks about grading, how they grade meat. Well, you want to see that thing. Steven, what's up, brother? Happy birthday, buddy.
There's a few that will process the cattle, and then they'll sell it to local butchers, and they sell it to the public. So I like how they do it.
Yeah. When I inquired with him about would he sell his meat out, because that's what I'm looking for right now to do with the cooking and stuff, is to have somebody send me the meat, break it down, and then cook it. You know what I mean? And this is what you got, how you got it, the whole bit. Or if I give it to somebody else to do, like a barbecue channel or whatever.
Right.
You know what he said to me?
Oh.
Start your own. In your area. He says, it's easy to do. He says, I'll get your names from where you live. I said, not the Golden Steer, because there's a casino right next to it. So, you know what I mean? But that's the way he is. And I tell you what, if I can get him on, that would be a home run. This guy's fantastic.
Oh man,
he calls them all out too. Boy, he don't care. He call them out in a heartbeat.
Well, that being said,
a little part, Tom. A little part.
I got 12 ribeye steaks for $6.99 a pound the other day.
Oh, nice.
And I was very proud of myself.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Now I'm not sure if it could have been Mexican ribeyes or Chinese ones or something. It didn't say USDA choice or select or anything on it, but
well,
if it
I
tastes
just
good,
learned
it's good.
when I saw $6.99 a pound, it could have come from outer space. I didn't care.
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Also, Mexican cattle is pretty good too now. So
It is. I've never had any problems with it. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know,
the one, I think it's Cargo. I can't remember which one it is, but they're from Brazil. It's a Brazilian company.
Oh yeah.
That we send their cows down there. The whole problem is the meat. Everything changed now. There's no more hanging meat. It's all box meat. They'll sell you the primal cuts, and you can butcher them up from that part of it. You know what I mean? But hey, not to come in here and talk about cutting up meat and stuff.
Yeah, Tom,
Floor is
you
open.
know the biggest fiasco is the advertisements that they put on there, and they say Omaha steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're a load of shit.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
might as well say Hoboken, New Jersey. You know what I mean? Because they're not from Omaha. That's for
Well,
sure.
that's where the Corinthian leather comes from, right?
If any of us, you know, have traveled to Brazil or Argentina, you get that raw beef down there. You're getting true quality. You know.
No way.
Because the standards are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
When I lived in North
too.
Carolina, I would have a cow stare at me. Right, that's how close he was
Wow.
from my little barn.
Yeah.
Okay, and he looking in. So every once in a while, he would tell him, the old farmer come over and tell me, he'd say, "Take that one out." I say, "You usually get paid for a hit, but I mean, yeah." But he would give me.
You're getting quality meats.
He would give me and it's a really different looking color. I mean, the fat's orange in it. They're grass fed, orange, really dark meat. The steaks are a little bit smaller and stuff and everything. So, but we're used to that corn fed stuff.
Oh,
our body's been used to that for a couple hundred years now.
No. Yeah, we've got great beef here in the United States of America, but you know it's been pulverized. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you had, you know, I've been lucky to have spent a lot of time in Brazil, and you know, you can taste the difference.
Oh,
you know, I grew up on Ireland. You can taste the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Antibiotics, everything else, this, that, and the other. It's a lot different. But
we used to get half drunked up going to the city in New York, a bunch of us guys going in. And we go into Clark's, sit down at the old place, sit down, and they'd say, well, the one said, we'll make 2 steaks for like 5 of you. Yeah, bullshit. Dude, everybody gets a steak, okay, until they come out. Holy crap.
They're this big.
I mean,
yeah.
They gave me the
about
bill.
2 inches thick.
Yeah, they said, give the big nut. Give him the bill. You know?
Yeah, the best steak you can have here now is if, you know, you can cook it yourself. You know, if you had some of these like so-called steakhouses, I'm even calling out the top ones. You know, you buy a good piece of meat yourself, Grumpus, Tom, Charlotte, you know, guys, you know, you cook it yourself.
Cast iron makes the best steak to me. I could be outnumbered here, but I love cooking a steak in a cast iron skillet.
That's me.
There you go. Exactly, Charlotte. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. High and hot and quick.
I'm completing a bunch of videos that I'm putting together. In fact, one's coming up this Wednesday to start with. So I have this big chuck roll that I cut up, and then I took one of the pieces that I cut out of it. Okay, and the whole idea with this is to save money and stay keto at the same time. Okay, and how much rather than we waste more by cooking it and having it for a couple days. So what I did was I cut this chuck eye out. Okay, I cut the cap off it, cut the center out, and then I made steak with asparagus with that one in my cast iron, and I make sure I tell them that's where I like to do it in the cast iron.
Yeah.
And then I took the other one. Then I took the other one and I ground it, put it in the grinder, made a couple hamburgers. That was today, and now Monday we'll be making meatballs with it and putting them in the freezer. So
that sounds delicious. Oh my gosh!
So that's out of one piece.
Water.
Did you see Sleeper Barbecue's video last week where he processed? I think he said 15 pounds of trimmings.
Yeah.
Into ground beef, made meatballs, made patties, and then has ground beef for
15 pounds.
15 pounds of just trimmings.
I'll buy here. I go to a place out here, Smart and Final, and it's all choice. I mean, I'm not going to pay prime for something that I'm going to, cook in a pan and burn. I don't see the difference in it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
From coming from the business, and why pay that money? I had a guy that I became friends with who used to do grading. Okay. And how we connected was he had type 1 diabetes and he had 2 transplants that didn't take. He had one that didn't take liver, and then the next one took. Okay. And that's what he did for a living. He was a grader. He said, but Tom, I would go in shit-faced drunk because you would work at one place where they did all the cutting meat and everything like that. He said, if I didn't feel like it, 4 cows went by. They were choice or prime. No problem. Yeah, they're prime. And that's how they would stamp it. He said, so, there is, it's not really that ethical about the whole thing. But hell yeah.
I hear.
I
All
like
right, folks. It is tomorrow for me, so I will go to bed.
Simon, take care, brother.
All
Nice
right.
seeing
Well, I
you.
Good to see you again.
appreciate you jumping on here with us.
Have a good night.
Good seeing you again. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, Simon.
Simon's a great guy.
Yeah.
Me and
First
Simon
time
go
we
back
met.
a long time. In fact, from when I first started.
Yeah, everybody in the chat hit that like button for Grumpus. And you folks up here on the panel hit it. Grumpus, hit your own like button.
Oh yeah, I guess I should do that. Huh?
Yeah, Grumpus. Hit the like. Hit the like.
Anyway. Charlotte, how you doing? All right, kiddo?
Yeah, it's going good. I'm not babysitting my grandson anymore, so I have when Violet goes back to school, I'll have some days to myself.
Nice.
She starts school next week for her she's starting her second year of college. And of course band season started, so we're eat up with bass drums and practice and all that stuff. So but yeah, everything's going really good.
Boy, that first year of college went by fast.
Didn't it? It really did.
You know what,
Hopefully
Grumpus?
this-
You took
hey.
the words right out of my mouth.
With the help from above, maybe the second year will go by fast.
Well, she's pretty
You know-
self-sufficient, though, right?
Y'all know I love that baby girl more than life itself.
Of course.
And also, you know that old saying that there's no house big enough for 2 women? Well,
Right, no,
we're-
Is that coming
we're
to
almost
fruition?
there.
That's an Amish saying.
Is it? Well, my grandma used to say it too. And she had a house full of kids. And that's what she used to tell me. There's no house big enough for 2 women. And we're getting to that point. She wants to make her own rules and
Oh,
put the dishes in places where it doesn't belong. And
Bye-bye. See y'all later. That's what I would say. See y'all later. My daughter.
I'm smelling a set of luggage for Christmas.
Yeah. Samsonite is the main thing I knew. Samsonite.
here's the thing, though. I want her to stay because
We can't have it all.
only till she graduates college. And then
Okay.
I want her to move out. But the reason I want her to stay till she graduates college is so she doesn't have to get student loans to pay for living expenses while she's educating herself.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes
Charlotte.
sense. Mm-hmm.
Charlotte,
What is she? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I even saw it between a mother and a son. The house got too small.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't have that
And,
issue with my
you know,
son. Because they
Right.
know to stay out of my way.
Yeah, I saw that. Back in the early 1990s.
Yeah.
The house got too small
Yeah.
for a mother and
That's
a son.
kind of what
and,
happened. Then again,
it's time to go.
Colin, it wouldn't matter if I had 10,000 square foot house. It would still be too small for me and that girl.
You know that when you watch them movies with the sharks swimming around,
They never stop moving.
they never stop moving, but they get that little fish that's underneath them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's what's going on with my house right now. Because every time I turn around, Maria's right there. What do you want?
Well,
Just watching, just looking.
she's just looking out for you, Tom. She don't want you to fall or re-injure.
She's interested in what you're doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's trying to learn how to do a podcast.
No, I don't mean it.
She loves you, Tom. Tom, she loves you.
I put her on a
She loves you.
podcast with her stories, and it's really doing good.
Who?
Marie.
What a
I put
freak.
her up
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
She
podcast.
should.
Yeah, it took off. But I'm
Definitely.
talking about if I'm cutting something, okay, and I'm cutting, she's right there. You don't see her on the camera, but she's right there. Okay? I'll put the knife down and she takes the knife to go wash it.
Man, I got to get me one of them.
I was going to say, where'd you get her? I need one.
She got a sister.
But now the other page is starting to turn now here with us, okay? I mean, she's having a hard time, with arthritis now and all this stuff. So not as bad as it was, but still having trouble with it. But so now, like frickin' frack to go. She said, we need to get some cream or whatever like that. And I said, well, come on, get in the car, we'll go. Well, no, why don't you just go? Ah, I said, what do you got? What is a guy with a 3 cane,
Mhm.
around the corner? So she's starting to back off a little bit, staying home a little bit more. So she don't want to do too
She's
much.
been doing that for 20 years. Wesley's been my Uber Eats for our whole marriage.
I said to her tonight, I said, come on, you want to go take a ride? We'll go, this one casino where we play all the time.
Yeah.
I want to go hear the band and stuff. No, I don't feel like it. I really don't want to go.
Oh,
And if you want to go ahead, you can go. She's tired.
yeah.
I
get it.
almost shot the refrigerator the other day.
What?
I'm in the other room, okay, and I see her out by the balcony outside, and she's watering all the plants. And all of a sudden, I heard bang, bang, bang. The frig is that? Jump up, okay. I had my friend with me. Okay, I go running around a corner looking. I said, "What is that noise? What's going on?" Well, she takes ice cube tray, okay, because we don't have an ice maker. Okay, I had a portable one, and I had to get rid of it because it just broke. But she takes the ice cube trays, turn them upside down, and we have a square baking pan, and puts them up, leaves it up over top of it because she can't crack them with her hands.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So when them cubes hit the pan, it sounds like a shotgun going off. Bam, bam.
Oh, my goodness.
Pretty ingenious.
That is really smart. I would
See it?
never think to do that.
I said, I almost shut the refrigerator. Somebody breaking in the house. And she's out there watering away. She said,
I'm not sure that you should keep your friend in arm's reach when you're in your house.
Yeah. Sound like your friends might get you in trouble.
she said to me the other day, she said, damn it, everything we planted, I didn't do nothing. She said, everything we planted is dead. Is because of the heat. I mean, it's ridiculous. And now
You can't
today
put
they
enough water on them.
Yeah. So I said that to her. I says, She said, it's really getting me mad because I like, with the plants and stuff like that. I mean, we got little peppers. It just was horrible.
Yeah.
So I said to her, I said, Marie, I said, I got a new plan. I said, I'm gonna let you know how I'm gonna do it. I said, but I'm just still working on it. Oh, okay. So I let that fester for a day in her head. She says, well, what are you gonna do? I said, well, we got all them pepper plants and stuff. I said, what we're gonna do is when we plant them next year in the soil, I'm gonna mix it in with butter. So when they grow and they cook, they can be sauteed outside. I don't have to worry about cooking them on the inside.
Guys, I'll be right back, okay?
All
She said,
right.
"You're an asshole. You know that? You're nothing but an asshole." It's brutal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Brutal out right now. It is.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much everything we planted this year dried up. I mean, I got a few ornamental plants that are still hanging in there, but as far as any vegetables, only thing I've still got alive is rosemary. And it's iffy.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 almost 10:30 here, and it's 97 outside.
10:30.
I don't know what it is here.
And tomorrow's going to be a high of Sunday. Tomorrow's going to be a high of 104, so we get a little relief. Oh,
Where
next
I'm
Friday's
at,
going to be 99.
Where I'm at, it's 20 after 1. If I can see correctly. Yeah, 20 after 1.
I got 12:23 here.
Yeah, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen and Jacqueline.
That ain't
great
no
to
lie,
see yous
Stephen.
again.
It's crazy. I mean, they were saying that I've been watching this this one guy who travels around this area here. There's more ghost towns out here in Nevada than just about anywhere. You know, the mines and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
the little one town, it's called Furnace, I think they said. Furnace, Nevada.
I think I've heard of that.
That is the hottest place in the country. And the guy was out there the other day, and they're showing people that live there, and well, what are you doing to heat? The guy looked at me, made me laugh because I like the guy's sense of humor. He went, "We sweat."
Yeah.
we leave a greasy spot every place we sit down.
I said, "Oh,
Do you,
they said
do
that."
you ever sorry, excuse me, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Colin, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tom. No, I was just going to say, do you ever watch the guy, what's his name, Santanello?
Oh yeah,
He
I
puts
just
out-
watched him tonight. Peter
He was
Santanello,
up,
Pennsylvania.
He was up around, rural Pennsylvania. And wow, he was up around the coal mines, this, that, and the other, Centralia.
Did you see
You
that
know,
one with the
where-
fire
where-
since the '60s? That one mine was been burning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been burning all
Insane.
around since like 1962.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
all
guy I told you
burning.
about too.
And do you know what's crazy? The first time I came to the United States was 1986, and I was in Iceland, probably about 10 miles from Centralia, whatever it is. And I visited that site also, and
That's crazy.
it's quite amazing. Those coal mining, and it's just amazing that those coal mining, areas are some of them are still burning underground. They're still smoking.
Yeah, Colin, did you
even
see?
when I
Did you
went
see that same town where that mine was? Did you see? There's only 2 or 3 houses that are left.
Oh my.
Yeah,
They actually have streets.
there's 3. Yeah, Tom, 3 houses and a church.
Yep.
That's all left. Everybody moved out. And they actually showed a visual of it, of how the town was,
Yeah.
probably in the 1980s. And it was
I just
all
watched
full
it.
of-
Just watch it before I come on here.
I just watched, same here, Tom. I just watched it, a few hours ago.
He has a lot of good
'Cause
stuff.
I
That
catch
guy.
up. Oh, brilliant.
You got to check him out, Grumpus. His name is Peter Santanello.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to write it down again.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Started from a
Oh,
trash.
brilliant.
can.
Absolutely.
The fire.
You know what? Wow.
That's such a shame. and probably
Yeah, that
destroyed
sounds-
the whole.
Hmm?
You ever seen the movie October Sky? It's about the guy who, as a kid, what did he do? He was a rocket scientist, and when he was a kid, he was from a poor coal mining town, and he ended up getting a scholarship to go to college off of this science fair project where he launched a rocket. It was a small version of the rocket, but it was a rocket. And it's a great, great movie, but it also shows how life was in the coal mines, you know, back in the day. And it was, man, that was a tough, tough life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? You didn't make any money. You made company money. Company money.
Right. Because the company provided your housing and your electricity and your, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, Charlotte. You know, you earned your money, you know, from working in the mines, and then you had to spend it in the town. You know, it was like it was almost like rations. You know, you know, you had to you had those tickets. And
the company owned the general store and the grocery store and all of that.
Absolutely. And you know, one thing is so fascinating to look into is the history of the Molly Maguires, who originated, you know, from Ashland, Pennsylvania, right outside Centralia, you know, town under fire, or the town that is on fire, that is now, you know, not there anymore.
Right.
But that's why the Molly Maguire stood up against the unions of the coal mines. You know,
Wow.
and there's a great movie came out, and Sean Connery played Jack Kehoe, who was the leader. Jack Kehoe, the Molly Maguires. Yeah, look it up. It's
That's what I'm doing right
massive
now.
history. Yeah.
Grumpus, how you feeling, brother?
Coal
What's going
mines of
on with you?
Pennsylvania.
Well, I was, you know, I was outside all day, so I kind of overdid it, kind of exhausted a little bit. I was sick all week.
What are you doing? Putting back from the hurricane damage?
Yeah, I've got a new cover that you know, come in 2 boxes.
Okay.
So the whole thing's, you know, one box I think was 304 pounds, and the other one was 2 something.
And you're doing it by yourself, right?
So I'm doing it by myself. So I got
How
out
much
there
did you
Saturday. I got out there Saturday, and after a full day, the thing come crashing down. So most of the week I was repairing wood and gluing things back up. So went out there and tried it again today. But I do have 4 corners up and all my cross bracing. So
Good.
try to put my roof on tomorrow if I feel like it. But I don't know if that's
go
going to happen
crazy.
or not.
You get time to do it.
Wait, Grumpus. It can wait.
Well, I'm out there in the I'm out there in the sun trying to build me some shade.
I get it. I get it.
I reconfigured a lot what I do. I mean, to buy all this stuff that you need for the lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
To do this YouTube stuff and everything like that, and I can't see spending the money for it. I just can't see it, especially if I'm going to walk away from it. You know what I mean? So what I did was I took my plumbing skills and I put together some PVC piping, 3/4 inch
Yeah.
elbows, and I made my light trellis. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. You look good.
Yeah.
Everything coming through on it,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
but trying to keep everything maintained or changing something else out. I tell you, just
And
But-
your audio sounds really good too.
I'm trying. What I did was I moved everything, all the lighting and everything, out into the kitchen. So I have like a counter that separates the room, you know, the sink and a little bit of a counter space. I'm probably working with maybe 4 feet. of all the cutting and stuff like that. So I put up arms for the cameras to be on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And did all that stuff like that. Put all that stuff up. And Marie, I said to Marie, just hold this flashlight here so I can see it. Okay. So naturally, the light goes to where she's looking. Okay, and I'm there, and everything come crashing down. So
Oh,
the neighbor got a good education on mother effers, and
Well, you know, Tom, what I have found is the trickiest part is setting this stuff up to where it doesn't get in your way.
mm-hmm.
You know, you can kind of get things when you're done, you put it away, but you can get back into the game within 5-10 minutes if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
all the tripods and stuff I had, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then the lapel mics with the cord on it.
The
Okay.
cord. Oh,
Then go to turn around. That's how my one had a one camera wound up in the soup.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, you can't make this shit up. Look at this. All right, cameras in the soup. Oh, but I finally got it to where it's operable now.
Yeah, yeah.
Move around. And remember, hey Grumpus, remember me bitching and moaning about my camera, the XTU, and they sent me out. I can't get a hold of no one.
Yeah, yeah.
Guess who's an affiliate?
oh, you're kidding
No
me.
kidding. What a man won't do to get a free camera.
No, you're kidding me.
And you know what I found out? That company that I get the cameras from,
Uh-huh.
they do the door rings.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's who they are. Okay.
Oh,
So, but I got to learn to communicate with them at night because that's when they're up. They're in China.
okay, okay.
Okay. So back and forth, they say, "Yo, you affiliate." I said to Maria, I says, when they say that in Chinese, do they call me a fat something? Yeah. So yeah, they sent me a thing out there.
Sounds
the
good.
way they type, the way they talk too. We have a surprise coming for you.
oh wow.
Yeah. I told
I'm
Maria,
an affiliate. This is my sponsor of my next video. You see what that is? That is a black pumpkin.
I started to say it looked like a pumpkin.
It is. And I'm making my daughter, my oldest daughter, she leads a very colorless life. I love a lot of color. But in her house, you walk in, the kitchen's gray, the living room's gray, the furniture's gray, the bedroom's gray. It's like, oh my God, girl, you're driving me nuts. So I'm making her a table runner. She loves Halloween. That's her favorite holiday.
Mhm.
She bought a 12-foot skeleton to put in her yard, and she's going to keep it there and decorate it for every holiday throughout the year.
take a
She
picture of
has a-
that for me, Charlotte. Take a picture for that, and I'll put it up. Me standing in one spot, and I'll put the skeleton on the other side. Before and after picture.
She's got a black Christmas tree in her living room that she decorates for different holidays. She's just weird.
Hey, John, how you doing?
So I decided to suck up a little bit because she was mad with me for something. She didn't let me know for a month. She didn't talk to me for a month, and I'm thinking, what is going on with her? What is it? And then she texted me a month later and said, well, since you haven't figured it out yet, I'm mad at you for XYZ and blah, blah, blah. And I texted her back. I said, well, Erica, I think you're just kind of mad because you want to be.
Yeah.
It really don't count if nobody knows you're mad.
I know. I said, I didn't even know you were mad.
That's a waste of a good mad.
So I'm sucking up a little bit because I did do something kind of stupid and thoughtless. I did. And I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be ugly. I didn't think. Okay. And I was being very flip about a situation. And she didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, well, she'll get over it. She got over it, right? Eventually got over it.
She took me to lunch yesterday.
There you go.
Apology accepted.
But I'm making her these pumpkins to decorate her table. And here's the other one. This is the colors it's going to be.
Charlotte, you're a machine.
No, no.
You are a knitting
Nice,
machine.
nice.
And then I got three rows left to do on this little shawl thing I'm making.
Cool.
And I got a whole bunch of stuff going, a whole bunch, and it's all right here on my dining room table. We haven't been able to eat at the dining room table since last weekend.
Oh.
So
That's pretty normal around my house.
I usually try to eat dinner at the table. Usually.
I can't remember the last time I didn't eat on TV tray in front of the TV.
You know, I was thinking
Our
about
generation ruined that, Grumpus. You know that.
Did it?
Yeah, well, we had the TV tray and Rin Tin Tin, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about getting us some TV trays for the living room, but we don't have a TV in the living room.
I don't even have the TV trays. I just got a lap tray.
Oh, okay.
But it's just the two of us, and that's our time. It doesn't matter where I'm sitting down to eat with her.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
just the two of us.
The table has turned into my craft center / YouTube studio.
Yeah. We turned around rather than having a regular. The apartment's small, so the living room and the dining area is like together. You know? And then the kitchen, and then one bedroom, another bedroom, and a bathroom in the middle. So I said to Marie, I said, let's do this smart this time, because we didn't bring a stick of furniture with us.
Right.
I bought everything out here brand new. Okay. So I said to her, I said, now don't get mad at me. Okay. I'm 6 foot. She's 4'11". Okay. So she likes the small chairs, the whole bit. I said, if I sit in these one more friggin' time in these small chairs, I'll need a crane or a pulley system to get me to stand up.
Like a tea party.
Yeah. So I bought the higher table and like a bar stool type of chair like that. So I said I can slip on and off in that. But you want to see? I tell you, it's hysterical sometimes.
I bet she needs a step stool to get into those chairs.
To get up onto the chair again, and she just looks at me, shakes her head. You know.
I would need one.
You know,
I don't need those, but I'm short too.
You know, I was very privileged in Ireland. I'm going back to probably 1983. I was very, very privileged. My father bought me a portable black and white TV.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You were in high grass there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I was privileged. And I was trying to watch, pool, snooker, all the games. And you had to tune in like, shh.
Put the tin foil on the antenna.
Yeah, exactly.
Stand there and hold it.
And the older the TV got, it was harder to tune. You had to go just to try and watch a game or whatever you wanted to watch, news, whatever. But I was so privileged back in those days to get that gift.
Yeah.
The old black and white TV and
the
stand-up aerial.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we're talking
when I was a kid, my dad worked for Westinghouse. Okay, so whatever new product would come out, they would let the employees. He was in security, so they would let him or somebody take. So when they come out with the first remote control, okay, when you press the button, it sounded like a doorbell. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. So I used to collect baseball cards. So back that one year came out, and they come out with these little not silver coins, but they were like blue and red. So the American League was red, and the National League was blue, and they had all these pictures on these coins, and they were round. So I had them in a like a tin candy thing my grandmother gave me. So we're sitting out in the out on the patio, and he had the TV out there with the antennas, and that was the other thing I did. He move the antenna over here. All right, right there is good. Well, wait a minute, I got to stand here, for the rest of the day. But anyway, I opened up that tin with these coins, these baseball coins in there, and they fell on the floor, and they made a noise, bling, 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 and they changed the channel.
Oh no! I had to restart my computer. Hang on a second.
So my dad had a few beers in him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "What the hell's wrong with this remote control?" And I loved it. Because then I just would, every once in a while, I'd drop a bling, 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 and they changed the channel on it. Just be watching a baseball game. When he found that, I got my ass kicked, but.
We didn't have remotes. Me and my brothers were the remotes.
Yeah.
We had to sit on the floor to watch TV. Now we had beanbag chairs, but we had to sit on the floor. The parents got the sofas, and ever so often, Dad would say, "Hey, Charlotte, get up and turn that channel to channel whatever," So you'd have to get up and go over there and click. And then, if you wanted to do it fast, he'd say, "Don't do that. You're going to tear it up. Go slower."
I remember the very first TV we got with a remote. It had 3 buttons, and it was like a spring-loaded, but they all had a different tone to them.
Cling, cling.
So it was a manual thing. Now, every Saturday night, Mom always did the girls' hair for church the next morning.
Right.
Every time she'd drop a bobby pin, it'd change the channel.
Oh my gosh, that's
the channel only forwarded one direction. So you change the channel, and you hear the click, 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 hoping you don't overshoot it. I'll never forget that.
That's great.
Our first TV was a Hitachi, and I remember
Charlotte, I sent you a private.
I saw that.
Okay.
I had to restart my computer, so
okay.
I'll get there.
No, our very first TV was a Hitachi, and I always remember I was very close to my grandfather, very close with him, and the TV used to shut off at like midnight, and they used to play the national anthem.
Yeah.
And the TV had like closed doors. You went,
One of the big old consoles.
That was the type of model the TV was, so it used to play the Irish national anthem, and then it actually used to play the American national anthem as well.
Really?
Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep, I remember as a kid. They played that when they signed off at night and when they started in the morning.
I don't know either, Grump. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what usually happened. And
I
it used to be,
remember waking up.
it's a wonderful. Go, Charlotte. Go.
Oh, I was going to say, I just remember waking up in the middle of the night to the snow on the TV. After they do the national anthem, and then it would go, shh, and you'd see all the black and white stuff on the TV. And
yeah. I remember Saturday mornings, they had that test pattern.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, us kids would get up in the morning, we'd make toast, we'd make peanut butter and jelly toast, and have that TV thing running for who knows how long, waiting for cartoons to start.
Waiting for cartoons to come on.
Yeah, you're waiting for the Hair Bear Bunch or the Ansel Mob or
Three Stooges.
Three Stooges or Puffin Stuffin or Mr. Ed.
Stuff, yeah.
It was great. Remember it was Sky King.
Yeah.
Sky King, My Friend Flicka, Fury.
Rin Tin Tin.
Oh yeah, Rin Tin Tin. I mean, all them old black and white ones.
Yeah. Lassie.
Oh yeah.
Timmy's in the well.
Then Lassie. Remember Lassie?
Yeah.
When
Oh,
I-
Lassie was
when
the
I-
smartest dog on the planet.
When I was a kid, I used to cry because Lassie
Yeah,
used to always
yeah.
fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 2 or not 2, but I'm 4 or 5 years old. Oh, I got a great memory when Lassie died. I was like, oh, you know, what I mean? I was suffering. I was suffering.
Did
But
you
then,
ever see Old
you know,
Yeller?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shane.
Made me
yeah.
cry. That was
Shane.
heartbreaking.
I mind Old Yeller. Old Yeller gets shot in the end.
Oh God, that was terrible.
Or the yearling. Remember the yearling?
Oh my gosh, that was such a wonderful little. But gosh, it was so sad. Then again,
Yeah.
I cried at Bambi, so I.
Oh, some crazy. Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, I
good
cried
stuff.
when I Dream of Jeannie quit.
When she came out of the bottle. See, there was issues back then, right?
I mean, I rubbed every bottle I could get my hands on.
Magini was something else. She was. She was a
anything else?
very beautiful woman.
Did anybody here follow Dallas?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
JR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sue
Yeah,
Ellen?
that was big in the day.
I wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
watch it because my parents didn't usually let me stay up till would it come on at 10 o'clock, and then it would go off, and then the news would come on. And
You know, it's hard to believe that was big in Ireland. Everybody was.
Was it really?
I see that property is only about 5 miles from where my brother lives.
No
Really?
kid.
Really? Wow.
That was a
what was it?
spectacular
Place for-
place.
That was
Unbelievable.
brilliant.
Did you see the
Yeah.
thing that was going on with Elvis? Some lady scammed
Yeah, Priscilla.
selling it. Yeah,
Yeah.
They scammed her.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, big time. I swear. You talk about unbelievable. The king, boy, a lot of people upset about that.
Well,
Especially,
I don't know
They
what you're
found-
talking about. I don't follow it.
yeah.
Elvis was
Somebody they had a lawsuit against the property itself. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And what happened was that
Graceland?
since the daughter died, she was in control of it basically. And this lady said that she borrowed money from her used the house against that. And it was all scam, all a scam. And the ironic thing is that it fell. They took care. They found out what happened was and arrested the woman on the day that he died, Elvis. So,
Wow.
yeah, I should be boy, holy man.
wow. I read a little bit about it. I skimmed it because, well, you know, she was kind of shady with her granddaughter after her daughter passed away about the property, and she wants control
Yeah.
over all of that, regardless of whether her own child was a beneficiary or her grandchild now is a beneficiary. She don't care about all that. She wants control over it because she thinks
Priscilla?
that because she was married to him for a minute, that for whatever reason, it should be her legacy.
Yeah, I mean, it just family. You know
No,
how deep,
it's-
how deep stuff goes at family and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, Tom. You know, it goes down the families at the end of the day. You know, it's such a sad thing to see. You know, bitter
Celebrity, I tell
conflict
you, the
among
celebrity the celebrity part of it is what the killer is. I mean, just the amount of money that he made and stuff. Even out here, it's called the Westgate now, but it used to be the Hilton back in the day. Okay, you go in if you look at most of the videos and stuff from back then when he was performing out here, you would think that was a whole big joint out there. It was small. It wasn't that big. So and the ticket sales. I mean, the people. Right now, as of maybe last night, Friday night, they're doing it at this other place. They're bringing back the impersonators, Elvis impersonators. It's big.
Oh yeah,
it's a drawer out here.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
They're living off his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
so I mean, it's crazy. It just how.
One thing I have noticed through the decades is that the further we get away from the memory of Elvis, the worse the impersonators get. They don't look like him. They don't act like him. They don't sing like him.
Oh.
Now, there are some exceptions.
Oh, Charlotte. Oh.
There is one guy.
In there so bad.
Okay, there is one guy out here that they just brought back. Matter of fact, he lives in Hawaii. Okay, this guy could be his twin.
No kidding.
Sounds like him the whole bit, and I totally get. Listen, I'm a musician. I don't like all this karaoke stuff or the one guy up there jumping around and no band. They're all playing to tracks. You know what I mean? So that bothers me. But this one guy in particular is pretty good. But yeah, it's a big thing.
Now, did y'all see the movie? I think it was called The Identical.
Marie was telling me about that.
You need to check. If you're an Elvis fan, you need to check it out. This whole movie, the concept is, what if his brother hadn't died?
Oh.
He had a twin brother that died at birth.
Yeah.
Well, this takes that whole story and puts a spin on it. That is really, really, it's a good movie.
Oh, that's awesome! I gotta check that out.
Called The Identical.
My stepmother was like that too. My stepmother is probably the biggest fan Elvis ever had. And she might have already seen it, but I'll tell her about it. Tical. Okay.
Grumpus, I think
Wayne Newton out here. Wayne Newton is out here also.
Yeah.
I never really cared for Wayne Newton, but
love Wayne Newton.
Tom Jones is on my bucket list still.
He's still going strong.
He really is, and he don't look bad for an old dude. Of course, he was a real nice-looking young man, but he's matured nicely.
Yeah, he's 83, I believe. Colin's getting it now.
Oh, who was that?
Colin, there ain't no genie in that bottle. Stop rubbing it.
I have loved Elvis since I remember, for about my 6th or 7th birthday. It was either birthday or Christmas. They're 4 days apart, so I get confused sometimes. But my dad bought me a little record player for Christmas. And, it was the kind you could put the 33s on.
Okay.
And bought me 3 Elvis albums. And I've got a picture of me when I was, on that day, sitting there with my hands like this and my feet kicked up behind me, staring and just singing along with the stupid record. I think I sat there like that for days, just listening and listening and listening.
That's beautiful, Charlotte. Wow, and I'm going to share right back at the three of you. My father was always country and western. He's an Irish man, but always country and western. But my babysitter, since I was like 5 years old, her name is Mandy Wilson. Great person. she babysat me for years, as I said, from 5 years old, but she
Mhm.
always loved Elvis,
Mhm.
and she was my babysitter, but, I also, you know, was with her mother and father and her brothers, Mark, Derek, etc. And they always watched Dallas as well. But Mandy was a big Elvis fan,
Yeah.
and Mandy always took care of me. And always remember in her bedroom she had a big fucking massive photograph of Elvis Presley. You know, but that was the Derry City people in Ireland that those years ago. Go back to the early 80s. Yeah, they all
Yeah.
loved Elvis. They were all watching Dallas. We
Mhm.
had like
Mhm.
like Tom was saying, you know, or like Grumpus was saying, you had four buttons on the TV. You know what I mean? And everybody waited for the show on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Dallas or whatever. But
Sure.
no,
Uh-oh.
Elvis. Yeah, yeah, it was good times, good stuff, good
Well,
memories.
I know that
You know,
Marcel knows
it's just,
this, and I think Grumpus knows, but I think I'm one of the only people in my generation that actually got to see Elvis in concert.
oh
I was
wow,
there.
wow,
My parents took me to see him when I was 11 years old, and it was the year before he died. And it
wow.
was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And I loved every minute of it. And I can almost close my eyes and see the whole thing. It
That's
was one of those experiences where I know that this is a once in a lifetime event, and I'm going to
that's
remember it for
Mm-hmm.
as long as I live. Now, I can't
Oh
remember
yeah.
all the songs he sang, but I can see all the little snapshots, in my brain. But now I do remember
No,
he
I
sang the trilogy, the
yeah.
Glory Hallelujah and all that. Yeah, Dixie.
Ooh, American trilogy.
That's the one.
Hallelujah. Yeah, oh, brilliant. Ooh,
bum
not,
bum bum.
sorry.
Right.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
You know what, Marcel?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that I did too. I really do.
Hush,
I will cherish
little
that.
baby, don't you cry.
You're gonna get
You
him
know.
copyright struck. You better quit.
No, you got me started.
Don't make me
No,
smack
but
you on the hand there, Colin.
no,
Treat you like I
I'm
will
done. I'm done.
treat my children.
No, but oh no, what an anthem! What an anthem
Yeah.
for
Oh,
America,
Lord, yeah. It's wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah,
wonderful.
beautiful and a beautiful song, just for any individual.
Yeah,
At that time I
definitely.
was living living in Ireland, and I always remember, that trilogy. Is that the right pronunciation?
Pretty
I
much.
always remember, maybe, Saturday, Sunday nights, me and a few buddies, we stuck on Elvis, we played
Mm.
that song, and I tell you what, every Irishman was singing it.
Singing right
I
along with them, huh?
swear. Yeah, we're singing along with Elvis, and if we've been living in an apartment, if we've been on the bottom floor, the people upstairs are banging, shut the
They
fuck
weren't
up,
singing with you.
you know? Oh, no,
That's called last
no, it
call.
was, yeah, yeah, no, it was, yeah. That's
I'll be
that's what
back.
we used to do, and it's powerful. It was powerful. Cheers,
Salute.
gentlemen. Cheers. Salute. Nostrovia. Slancha.
The whole thing changed. What now in Texas? Now, country music changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
I love
So,
it.
I mean, this group I'm with now, we're doing rockabilly stuff, some older stuff, and then we're doing country music that you don't hear all the time. You know it, but you don't hear it all the time. And that's basically what we're trying to get back into to change things up a little bit.
More into like what the like the Western swing type stuff.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of that. We're doing also some like Elvis. Everybody does the same Elvis stuff. We'll be doing that like Love in Arms. A little slower stuff. Little Jerry Lee Lewis, and then from a Jack to a King, a couple of them. I can't remember his name right now. Well, I'm getting old, Grumpus. And just let's see here, some Merle Haggard and stuff like that.
Oh, love it.
Kentucky Headhunters and stuff. Just come different stuff that people can still get up and dance. You know what's coming back out here? Line dancing.
Oh really?
All the outside of the strip. Okay, all these other bars that are going country now. Okay, and they got a big following. People, live, nothing like live music, and next thing you know, you got a room full of people doing line dancing.
That's awesome, Tom. I love it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not a dancer. My wife loves to dance, but I'm not a dancer.
Me either, Grumpus.
It takes a lot of alcohol to get me on a dance floor.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Half a bottle of scotch, I'm ready to jump.
Yeah.
I wish like crazy that Wesley can dance. I love to dance,
Grumpus.
but
Vicky does too. She wished I'd get out there and cut her up. In fact, she's told me several times we need to take dance lessons. I don't think we do.
tried that with Wesley, but he failed.
No.
He fails. He has 2 left feet, and for somebody who was in the band for his whole entire high school career, he has absolutely no rhythm whatsoever. He can't hear. He can't feel the music, and
Can't hear
it's
the
the
beat,
weirdest
huh?
thing I've ever.
As long as he tries his best,
He can try his best in the living room.
Charlotte, I got 3 left feet,
3.
but I try.
Thankfully, he doesn't mind if I dance with somebody else. So
I tell Vicky that all the time. I said, "Go dance. Go find somebody to dance with. Somebody here to dance with you."
that's right. And I always find somebody.
I told Maria, so if you're going to dance with that guy, make sure if he asks you if he wants to buy you a drink, tell him I like Johnny Walker Black on the rocks.
Yeah.
See now, Poppy likes old fashions like Grumpus.
Yeah, I found a
fact,
place
you know,
downtown, Old Town Spring, that makes pretty good old fashioned. That's what I've been getting into about the last 6 months.
Yeah, he really likes those.
Old fashions and Sazeracs.
I don't know what that is.
Sazeracs.
Just like Tom said.
It's kind of a twist on an old fashioned, but it's from New Orleans.
Just like
I
Tom said
should know what that is if it's
Yeah, it's hard to find somebody around here that can make them decent. But
right.
What's that, Colin?
say it again, Colin.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, just like no, good. I was just going to say, just like Tom mentioned, just there now, it's just like, the old Waylon Jennings, all that type of stuff.
I heard what you were saying.
It. That's my core, and it's hard to believe because, when I used to hear that years ago, my father used to play it. My father traveled the world working,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the music he used to play. Yeah, sure, I'm a very Irish traditionalist music person, but my
Mm-hmm.
father got in the old American country, you know, Waylon
Mm-hmm.
Jennings, Johnny
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cash, know, Willie Nelson, despite, forget about his politics, this, that, and the other. But my father introduced all that to me. And it's funny because as the years go by, my father gets older. Back in those days, I wouldn't have given it much of a listen. But now as I get older,
Mm-hmm.
Listening to it now.
whoa, whoa,
Well, yeah.
oh yeah, all the time, Tom.
Grandmother
Almost
used to listen to big band
all the
music.
That's my go-to. So I do every Sunday on Facebook. I do, and I've been doing it for years since I went on Facebook. Sunday with Sinatra,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh,
and
beautiful, beautiful.
I'll play all his stuff. I'll put one song on.
Is that
But
is that
Sunday is
WABC 77
yeah,
Sundays
New
with
York cousin Brucey.
yeah, New York, great station,
Yeah.
WABC 77. Yeah,
Then they
I listen to it every Sunday too, Tom.
yeah
I
they
swear.
yeah, and they turn
Brilliant.
around. I try to incorporate that. That's how I got the name Sunday Dinner Chef. Because growing up as a kid,
Oh
that
wow.
was my big thing because I was the young guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the other ones were married off. So it was me, my dad, my grandmother, and my mother. Okay. And
Yeah.
I should have had a shirt and tie on and taken notes because that, don't do this and don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. So I loved it when the brothers would come over and my sister. And then they started bringing the nieces
That's
and
awesome.
nephews over. So Sunday dinner was my big thing. So that's why I started with that big band music. You can't go wrong.
Sunday
Yeah.
dinners. Oh yeah. It's a lost art, Sunday dinners. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lost. Oh gosh, I feel you 100%. You know, I remember my Sunday dinners. We used to head out to mass on a Sunday.
Oh
My
yeah.
grandfather would. My grandmother had passed away, and we used to head out to mass on a Sunday. And when we came back, my grandfather he done his best, and we used to have like whatever, you know, all the potatoes or whatever, you know, lamb chops or whatever meat, whatever was available. My grandfather he put it up there, and that was our Sunday dinner. We used to come in
Uh,
there, and Sunday dinner was special. It was me,
yeah.
my uncle, and my uncle. His name is Adrian Cassidy. He was only like 2 years
Oh, he's
older than
Polish.
me. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, but we used to come home. My grandfather used to have the Sunday dinner. God bless him. God rest him. He used to have the
Yeah.
Sunday dinner on there every Sunday. Every Sunday,
My grandmother, she'd be home, and me growing up as the youngest, I thought that's the way you cooked. You boiled everything. She used to do
Oh,
5 pounds of
boil the
potatoes
shit out of
every night.
everything.
Okay, a ham she would boil, spare ribs she would boil, and then we'd give them to my father. See, she'd boil them, and then my father would take them out and put them on a hibachi. Okay, and until maybe I was like 14, I thought barbecue sauce was lighter fluid. That taste, you know. And then once my grandmother passed, okay, and then my mom started cooking. I'm saying, "Ooh, this tastes pretty good." How'd you do it? I baked it. I did that. My grandmother boiled everything. That's what they did back in the day because when they would buy the meat, I guess, you know, they would get a pork roast and she'd boil it first and then put it in the oven, cook. So
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
But they were the good old days. I mean,
Well, my ex was from New England, so they did the boiled dinners every Sunday. Usually corned beef, cabbage, all that kind of stuff.
I can remember.
corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
I can remember crying, okay, because they would take the ham out of the freaking pot, okay, with the potatoes, cut the potatoes up, everything be steaming, and then they would boil spinach.
Oh
Okay.
no!
And take the boiled spinach and put that. You see where the water dripping. Put that on the plate. Cut the ham was wet, and I started crying. Then the potatoes, and it was like soup. It was like soup when you ran out of the freaking. But that's And she says, "Oh, shut up! Stop crying, you little bitch." But that's the way they did it, back in the day. That's all they knew.
My grandmother.
A lot of times they were cooking for the whole week too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She would boil vegetables to death. I mean, by the time she was done with them, there was nothing left in them. And it was kind of sad, honestly. But...
Digits. Mr. P. Digits.
Hey, quit. Little claw. That's my new familiar. She likes me a whole lot.
Yeah. My mother would then she would start frying everything. She had on the stove there were probably 4 cast iron pans, okay? And she get that thing glowing, okay, and she started cooking everything. My dad was a carpenter, so he made her a fork with a handle on it that long.
Oh wow.
We'd stand in the middle, and there was 8 of us, so pork chops the whole bit, and she'd be standing out in the middle of the kitchen flipping the pork chops around, stirring this and that. Until Thursdays, I hated Thursdays because Thursdays was liver night.
Oh my goodness!
And they try to hide. They try to get me to eat, and they would hide it with bacon on top of it.
I have tried that so many times.
Bacon. And get down to that.
Does it?
And the law of the land was you sat something put in front of you, you sat there and ate it.
Yeah.
You didn't leave the table.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a dog or something?
Remember the old?
I remember coming home. I mean, the smell of liver and onions cooking smells great.
Oh no, it doesn't.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I just can't hardly choke it down.
I got
We used to
a
do it in the
burger in the
restaurant.
fridge.
Now, did y'all's parents have the metal coffee can with the bacon fat in it sitting on the stove?
Now,
all my years growing up, that was the same can sitting in the same spot.
Grease.
I don't know if you scraped the fur and the dust off of it first before you used it, or if that was just part of the seasoning.
and on the side of the can it said Chase and Sanborn coffee.
Yes, yes, it did. Chase and Sanborn.
My grandma had Hillsborough,
Yeah.
but that was, of course,
So if you stop and think about it, back in after my grandmother got done, well, I was on the boiled diet until I was 5 or 6 when she passed, all right, and then when my mom took over, then I started keto back then, but they didn't know it, okay, because everything was with butter, okay. She made a pound cake, and I'm telling you, that son of a bitch was 3 pounds.
God.
Yeah, with the butter and stuff in. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
My mom would get a ham and cut all that fat and rind off of it, set it off to the side and fry it up later, get all that grease out of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And my mom would section it, cut it,
Yeah.
okay, and
Nothing went to waste.
and then put the cloves in each X.
Yeah.
And they would sit there for Jesus.
The cloves and the pineapple rings and the cherries.
Cherry.
Oh yeah.
I went out today. I went into the store. I bought eggs, sausages, bacon, the hash browns, and tomatoes.
Mhm.
And tomorrow, when I wake up, my thought was, I'm gonna make myself a good cholesterol special breakfast.
You
You
need
know?
cholesterol. Your body makes it, so you actually got to need.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
something.
And I was out and bought those ingredients today, and yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Just on my, like you guys say, like on the cast iron. A lot of people are afraid to cook with cast iron.
Yeah,
I've mastered it.
They're doing more harm
You
cook
know.
with them non-stick bullshit ones.
Yeah, exactly, Tom.
So that's
So tomorrow morning.
what
Go
time
ahead,
should
go
I be
ahead,
there,
sorry.
Collins? What time should I be there?
I wish. I wish you could. I wish you. Yeah, I wish you all could come down. I'd cook you all a good breakfast.
We
But
that's what I'm on the other channel. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doing foods from the past, forgotten foods from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
That I've been cooking.
Yeah.
So I got one. It's coming. Actually, it's coming up tonight, after midnight here. But it's tomorrow. I'm doing a half a spring chicken, twice baked potato, and some broccoli.
Yeah.
What kind of chicken?
A half a spring chicken, small baby.
Oh, okay.
That's what we call them, a spring chicken.
I see.
Yeah,
I
they're
see.
frozen. And then a twice baked potato.
Oh, that's the best. Twice baked potato. That's the best. That's the best.
And then I made Charlotte. You'd laugh. I'm trying to dig stuff up from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and into 70s. So I had bought 2 chickens. So we just the one that's going up tomorrow on Sunday Dinner Chef. That one, and then the next one I did that same day or day after.
Right.
And that goes up the following Sunday. Okay. So actually, not that next week, the week after, because I got a collab I'm doing. But
Right.
I made chicken croquette.
Oh. That sounds good.
They were good, but I cheated a little bit. I used pork rinds instead of breadcrumbs in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it came out good, and then I whipped it up a little bit too much in the food processor to cut it up so it would be all even,
Yeah.
and it would dry.
Oh no.
Yeah, it came out. Some of them were okay, and they come out dry.
Sure.
But it was okay. I mean, for the video, it was all right. So Marie says to me, "It's what I mean about if I turn around, she's right there."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should put this in. I feel like Ralph Cramden.
See, now when I have them come in my kitchen when I'm cooking, I say, "Get out of my kitchen. Get out of my kitchen.
Get out of there,
See,
boy.
Anyway, get out. Get out."
There's 2 ways.
That's
I gotta
what
go
Vicky does to me. Now she can cook, but she doesn't cook very often.
Mm-hmm.
And generally, if she's cooking, it's because I've stated I don't feel like cooking tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go in there and I'll be hovering. She'd go to stir something. She's bumping me with her elbow. She said, "Will you get out of here? You said you didn't want to be in here."
You know what,
Marie says to me,
Grumpus, that is awesome. That is awesome. That is
Marie
awesome.
says to me,
Yeah.
"Are you making a video?" What? Well, I don't know. Well, what are we gonna have for dinner then? Well, I don't know. When I make a video, I take stuff out to make a video with.
Mhm.
When I don't make a video, that means you.
That means you're cooking tonight.
He says, "Well, here's the thing." She said, "Tonight I'm eating carbs and you're keto. You can't have carbs, so you have to cook for yourself." I said, "Okay." So tomorrow I'm doing a collaboration. I'm cooking for a collaboration for next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The foods around the world, and we're going to Belize. So San Pedro. So I'm making grilled lobster tails, and I'm making, rather than crab cakes, I'm making shrimp cakes.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds
And
good.
mussels in a coconut, hot coconut milk with mussels.
Wow.
But I mean hot, spicy hot.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
a little bit of coconut
really
milk and some
good.
butter and stuff like that. So that's going to be for tomorrow. So she's probably has 3 pots out right now and waiting for me to get up in the morning. What time are you going to cook? You're going to cook today? What time? What time are you going to start that? And the best time was ever when I first started doing YouTube. She would go up to the pool. Okay, we'd both go up to the pool, and then I said, "All right, I'm going to go back and start, set up a video." Okay. Well, I get everything set up, the lights, and I'm cooking away, and she'd be like an hour later, right? And all of a sudden, I got everything going, all right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be stop back next week, and then you hear, "I'm home." Bitch.
Oh my gosh.
And she go, "Oh, I'm sorry." No pork chops for you.
I got to where I don't even care if they make noise anymore when I'm filming.
I don't care anymore.
It happened to me the other day when I was doing a video and Violet come in here. "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's life with kids. This is, it's my house. This is the real thing here."
That's just the way it works. There's always a dog barking or a lawnmower running or an airplane going over.
Gosh, it's noisy in my backyard than it is in my house. True story.
Monument Grill sent me that 22-inch flat top. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Propane. So
yeah.
I set that up outside on the balcony. I bought a table for it, the whole bit. I got the camera all set up, everything looking good. Okay, and I clicked the button, boop, start off. Okay, here we're doing this, we're doing that, and okay, like that. And all of a sudden I hear, "What you cooking?" The little lady next door. "Your old ass, get away from me!" And I had to start again. Unbelievable, but that's part of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have left that in.
Yeah.
I'd have pointed the camera at her and said, "Millions and millions and millions of people are going to see you in your nightgown."
Yeah.
In your nightgown.
You sexy thing, you. You sexy bitch, you.
Expect a bunch of calls.
Great.
But now that's what I would do now, because I don't take it seriously anymore like I used to. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everything was like a tragedy. I don't care no more. If something falls or.
Yeah.
He came in one day and had the camera going. I'm cooking, okay, cooking away, and I just let it go because now I voice over on the Sunday, okay,
Yeah.
so I can blank it off, whatever, and this and that. And she comes in, and she starts by the sink, okay, bang, clang, okay, and I'm not saying nothing. And she comes walking past, and she looks up and she sees the red light on. She went. And she starts walking backwards. Okay, but I didn't say anything. I let it go. Okay. So she says, then she thinks I'm mad. Okay, and then she, "You want a drink? I'll make you a drink. Would you like to have a drink?" And she's trying to do it. I ain't saying nothing now because hey, can you get me this? But it's pretty fun though.
That's funny.
Then she has her days when she's everything's got to be off. Closes the door, the whole bit. Okay, but I won't do that to her because she'll get all panicky with it and stuff like that. But mine, I can exit out or just leave it in.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen, brother.
Well, I think sometimes those are more enjoyable to watch.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's what I was doing with the Sunday Dinner Chef one. The Seniors Food and Life. I just put the camera on and just roll with it. What do you make now? Well, I'm making this. So somebody said you both look like Archie and Edith. So that's what we're going with.
That was a great show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember who was it? I think Don Amici and Francis Langford, the Bickersons. You remember those?
You're going back, brother.
I'm going way back.
Donna
It was
Beach.
originally Archie and Edith.
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking the other day. We were laughing like hell. I said to her, I came out of the shower. She says, "What do you want, shorts or something like that?" I said, "No, my suit." She looks at me. She's, "All right, idiot. What do you mean? What do you mean?" I said, "I think we ought to go back to the way it used to be. Okay, with like Leave It to Beaver,
Yeah.
Ward and June,
June
she'd
and
be in
Ward.
a little gown, and he'd have his suit on, and I said, I think we should go back to that. She says, "What are you drinking? Aftershave lotion in there?" You're cracking up. That's funny.
You almost made me spit my tea. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's
that was.
Yeah. Hey, truth and reality. Truth and reality. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's that's what it's all about. It's beautiful. If anybody can,
I want to be like him.
I got 2 eggs from my chickens today.
Only 2?
Only 2. And
Yeah,
all
and that's-
along, one chicken is laying about every 3 days, and it lays a white egg. So I think it's my Polish chicken.
So do they normally slow down in the summer?
Is it hard boiled?
When it gets too hot,
Yeah.
they
I can imagine.
break. I think when it cools off, I'll get another couple of months out of them. But I'm going to put a light in there this year. Last year, I didn't have a light in the coop. This year, I'm going to put one in there, and I think they'll lay all winter. They might not lay as much, but I'll get eggs all winter. But
okay.
I'm down to 4 eggs right now, and I'm kind of stressing about it. Why is
do you know what, Charlotte?
sorry?
That's so beautiful because
I'm going to go
Charlotte,
get some water. Brad.
I was just going to say that's so beautiful because, when I used to work down in Fort Belvoir,
Mm-hmm.
One lady and her husband, they always took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
They were still active military, but they always took
okay.
care of me. When I used to come down, they used to Charlotte. They used to fill up a box of eggs all the time
Oh,
because, they were in Fort Belvoir, but they had chickens out the back and this that, and the other. And, "Hey, Colin, do you want eggs?" I said, yeah. And they used to give me they used to send me home with a box of eggs
that's
every
nice.
time I visited.
I'm
Awesome.
my neighbors, but lately Wesley's been taking all of the stuff that all the eggs we can't eat to his job, and they absolutely have gone berserk over these eggs. And I don't really know why. I mean, they're eggs, for crying out loud. But they like them, and they're happy to get them. So, what are you doing? Why are you harassing me tonight?
She needs attention tonight?
A lot. More so than usual.
We've got tonight.
No.
Who needs
Now, when I came in this
lottery?
evening, mine was all over me because she's a lap cat.
Mm-hmm.
If you stop, she's on you.
Okay.
She's done that from the very beginning, so I don't know if she's had some kind of a separation anxiety or what
Yeah.
it is, but she just, as soon as I come home at night, She can't wait for me to sit down. She's all over me.
Well, I wish this one would sit in my lap instead of climb up my neck. And,
Well,
and
if I sit here and fold my arms, that cat will climb on top of my arms and get up.
get right up on
and
you.
try to find a place to sit.
Yeah, that's what this one does. And she really likes being on your shoulder. And I don't understand it because I've never put her there. But, you know.
Apparently, some of them like to get as high as they can get.
Yeah. Well, she's barking up the wrong tree. I'm 5 feet tall.
Grumpus, I drove my van into a property the other day, and there was like five dogs running at my van.
Oh.
And I was scared. Yeah, I was scared because in case I didn't want to run over the top of one of them, you know.
Sure.
But the lady of the manor, she came out. She says, "Don't worry. They know how to go." But I still was like, you know, fuck. These dogs they're almost biting your tires, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as I pulled up to the house, the property, then I get out, you know, I thought these dogs were going to eat me, you know. But you know what? These dogs were the most friendliest of dogs I could ever met in my life.
I'll be darned.
Those dogs, they all loved me. And they never met me before. You know, but they all loved me. It was like amazing, because a lot of times with the work that I do, dogs will eat you.
Oh yeah.
You know, but on this particular instance the other day, wow, unbelievable!
And
they were jumping up. Yeah, jumping up the side of the car and everything, or the van and everything. They're all jumping up. And then, you know, the dog that's supposed to be the tough one was going, ooh, ooh, ooh. But I knew by the bark of the dog. The dog had a baritone. Yeah, the dog had a baritone bark. I knew it was peaceful. He was peaceful, you know. So,
Charlotte, did you see the Westminster dog show the other night with the little poodle?
Who
the little
won?
Poodle won.
Yay! I always liked it when the standard poodles win, though.
Oh, this is one of the little small ones.
Little yappers.
It was crazy looking.
Yeah. What color was it?
I don't know how they come up with them haircuts.
Was it black or white?
It was black.
It's always either black or white. I wish they would get a nice silver or a nice brown one to win one year.
Oh, they announced the winner. That guy that was showing it, he cried like a baby.
Oh, I bet he did. That's one of the most prestigious dogs in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I enjoy watching it. I'll have to go back and watch the replay on YouTube.
Or I done ruined the ending for you.
No, I like watching them no matter what. And I love to watch the Irish Wolfhounds. Oh my God, that's such a wonderful game. I love them.
You know,
well, I've got a soft spot for the Basset Hounds, but they never take best to show.
No, never.
Have you ever watched the fly ball? The fly ball competitions where the dogs run the hurdles?
Yes.
Now those are a lot of fun to watch in person.
They are. And I'll tell you another thing. The where they do the working dog competitions where they're herding animals, and
yes,
I love watching that. One year a poodle won it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that
know-
fly ball, to watch it in person, I mean, them people just go absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And you know what's funny to me? Okay, I don't want nobody to get offended, but
try my best.
I might offend
Hey,
somebody.
boom.
Why is it that all of those people at dog shows and in those competitions that are handling those dogs, they're running alongside the dog and they look like they needed to be running along that side of a dog for the last 6 months?
I don't know how that works.
I don't understand it. I mean, if you are handling a dog and you're doing all this running, why do you look like
You just ate at
you had
Denny's.
14,000 McDonald's Happy Meals? You know, that's annoying to me. These look as good as their dogs do. And for God's sake, get some fashionable shoes.
Now
they're in those shoes all day.
I know.
Charlotte,
But
today
Go ahead,
you
I'm
crack
sorry,
up
Tom.
laughing. You crack up laughing today. Now, my daughter had car trouble, so I had to take her to work and then picked her up. Now,
Yeah.
I picked her up and brought her home by noontime. All right. Now, like I said before, it was 108 for most of the day.
Right.
So I had to park my car away from where I live because they were resealing the driveway, where we park and stuff.
Mhm.
We have covered parking and stuff like that. So I had to park like 3 or 4 buildings up. Right, I'm walking, I'm sweating I don't know what it might have been, 400, 500 feet. Okay, I'm huffing and puffing. Get in the car, and I come out of the gate. Okay, and I'm driving, and I see this guy with black, like I guess spandex, I don't know. Okay. Black sneakers, a hoodie, long sleeves, and the hood on top with a backpack on, and he's running.
I don't get it.
I said to my daughter, I said, now, you know me, in my younger days, I would have stopped and slapped the hell out of that idiot.
Just for being stupid?
Just for being stupid.
Yeah, Tom.
I walked 400 feet. I just was soaking wet. I don't get people. I don't understand.
They do that down here.
Yeah.
They do that down here with sweatshirts with a hoodie.
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah,
99
exactly.
degrees outside.
Well,
Rocky style.
my son wears a hoodie to school every day, but he gets cold in the room. So he takes it off when he goes outside for band. But in fact, he changes from a hoodie and sweatpants into his t-shirt to go out for band practice. But every morning I look at him and I just shake my head and I'm like, why do you wear this all the time? The sweatpants, the hoodie, it's 9,000 degrees out there and it's 30 in the morning.
Yeah.
This guy's doing this intentionally.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah,
trying to
He's doing it
out.
What I
don't
can't
know.
stand is guys running down the road with a pair of shorts on, naked on top, and running. And you realize, their vanity. You can see the vanity in those people. Vice
Mhm.
versa. Girls as well. What
Yeah.
I mean? You see these
And
guys run down. Maybe they're well built, this, that, and the other, or running down the road, no fucking shirt on, this, that, and the other. I never did that in my life. I played sports all my life, but I never did that, right?
Yeah.
And then so sometimes you see the girls running down the road, and they get these they're strapped up, and you can see everything in their body.
That's awful, isn't it, Colin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
hate it.
knocked over a case display looking at that.
Sometimes I'll go around the block a couple of times just to make sure.
Okay. It's attractive.
Stop the traffic.
It's attractive. It's attractive. But what is the thought in people's minds? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know what they're
is the
thinking
thought?
when they leave the house.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I had one. I go to
You
this
know
place
what?
called.
But you know
Hey,
what?
I'm gonna go back to what my dad used to say. If you're not gonna do business, don't advertise.
Hey, spandex is a privilege,
Yeah, and some people shouldn't have.
not a right.
That's right.
But I
It
will
is not a
finish.
right.
But I will finish. But I will finish, and I will say, I question men for running down the road. You know, especially muscular men. You know,
Hmm.
and they're running down the fucking road like fucking
They think that
Hercules.
they're on Baywatch.
Fuck them. Yeah, they think they're. Yeah, exactly. Think they're on Baywatch. Think they're gonna throw in their fucking life-saving fucking whatever it's called.
But Colin,
Yeah,
it's
no.
family friendly show.
I think
Colin,
yes.
too many scotches. You're
not at
cussing
all.
like a sailor.
No. I just to be honest, I just don't get it. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I could have done it. Yeah, the Great White Hope. Yeah, Irish skin.
Well,
That color. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
until I started doing videos out back, I hardly ever wore a shirt on the weekends.
yeah, but
Poppy
that's
don't
fine.
wear a shirt.
You're not running down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not running.
He's
over
in the
road,
backyard.
you know?
He's not.
Oh yeah, I'm in the backyard doing my own thing, and I hardly ever wore a shirt. But
And in the house, he don't hardly wear a
Well,
shirt.
I do the same.
Now, I do make him.
I
I make him get dressed for dinner.
oh yeah, I get dressed. I'm not going to sit on no furniture or anything. But
I mean,
generally, I'm outside all day anyway.
He
When I
better
was
not.
younger, I had no problem with it. Right. When I get a little bit older, I said, wear my shirt because God has some sense of humor. You know, I mean,
Yeah, right, Tom.
Well,
Exactly.
I'll be honest. I'm a little jealous that men get to walk around without a shirt on when it's 95 degrees, and we got to wear 2 layers.
Hey, if y'all want to be equal, get after it.
No, you get to go to jail for that, Grumpus. They put you in jail for
Not in
that.
your own backyard.
Oh, well, I would do it in my own backyard, except for I got mosquitoes.
I was driving down
Too
the
easy,
road
right,
the
Tom?
other day.
yeah.
Y'all be quiet.
I was
Y'all be quiet. Not you, Colin. These two over here are trying to be funny.
I was driving down the road the other day, and I looked, and I went,
Yeah.
"Whoa!"
All right, now back in our time, okay, we're generally
I
almost
thought-
all the same age, okay. Back in the day, it was hot pants.
Mhm.
Now I worked in a bar, okay. We had the bar music going, the whole bit. So you seen all kind of sights, right? Not like now. I mean, I can't even imagine how that would be back then.
There's nothing to imagine anymore.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, good God Almighty. I mean, jeez, I don't know. I don't get it. I was in Sprouts not too long ago, a couple months ago, and this young lady came in, and they all go there because they get organic food because they just came from the gym. Okay, not one of them looked like they broke a sweat, but anyway, they're getting mangoes, and kumquats, whatever. And this chick come walking past me, okay, and there's another old guy on the other side of me. And we both just went like this and watched her walk by. She turned around and said to me, "What are you looking at?" I said, "I'm looking at my daughter that would be doing 4 years in her room. No TV, nothing. That's what I'm looking at." And she just walked away. And the old guy looked at me. He said, "Boy," he said, "Phew, what is going on in this world?" I said, "Wasn't bad, though."
Tom, when I used to train years ago, we wore a tracksuit, if that's the right word to say, you know, we wore a tracksuit, you know, it was like heavy gear you wore, and you trained in it. When I was going down the road the other day in my vehicle, there was a girl.
That had equipment.
Sure, she caught my attention. You know, but this girl, this young girl was running up the road with her. You might as well say she had
That was my
bathing suit
pacemaker.
on. You might as well say she had a bikini on, and she's running up a road. You know, you know,
Look at me.
at the main hour. You know, when people are driving in and out, and that and the other. You know what I mean? And I'm going, what the? Yeah, sure, I saw, but I'm saying to myself, what the heck are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Unbelievable. But that's a truth and reality of what of today's world. You
Yeah.
know, not that we have
See-
to accept
Well,
it.
look what they see on TV. Look what they see on music videos. Look, that's all they see. They think that's how they're supposed to act. You know, Tom, when you were talking about all that country music and all the new line dancing that they're doing, the line dancing's not the same.
Oh, I know.
It is not the same. It look and I was going to tell you, if I'd have been not doing other things, I would have said, don't y'all dare play none of that Beyonce country, because it's not.
That don't even belong in the same sentence.
It
Yeah, no,
don't.
that-
It don't.
It don't belong in the same town.
No. And
Stuff they're
but
doing,
that's the way
Beyonce's
they're
grandmother-
dancing now. You know, that's the way those country line dances are now. They're kind of gross. But that's
Blake
just
Sh-
my opinion. That's just
Blake Shelton has a place out here. and
yeah.
It's 3
Yeah,
stories.
Charlotte, we lost the old country.
And his place brings in local bands, local country bands and stuff. It's
Yeah.
called Old Red, okay, from his song.
Right.
So he's got a big stage and he's got 3 floors, and top one you can have dinner up there the whole bit, and the second one has like a bar, and then downstairs is tables and a big stage playing on and stuff like that. So there's another guy that I know here. He does videos on Fremont Street, and he has the stage right there. So he said, I'm going to go up to Blake Shelton's place. He's going to go up and this and that. Well, he goes up and through there, and he's looking down at them doing a line dance. And first couple women that were in the front row, I don't know what they were wearing, but they looked like they were nude. I guess the skin tone.
My.
Okay. And I was like, when I'm looking at it, I'm saying, look at this. This is crazy. All right. But that's what they do. That's exactly what, what's going on with it, and some of the motions and stuff that they do,
Right.
So I said to Maria, I says, I'll wear my sunglasses. I won't look. Okay. That's the only thing I won't. I won't look at any of it. Yeah, different time. But you know what? It was a different time back with us too. My dad would look at us, and everybody in the band had long hair and everything like
Long
that.
hair, right.
My
Well,
father says to
there's
me,
a big difference between having long hair and having all your goods hanging out.
yeah,
You know,
that's
there's a big difference.
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
he looked at me. I was getting ready to go to work, and I had hair down my shoulders. I come out of the shower, get all dressed, and walking out, and he looked at me. He says to my uncle, "Look at this fruitcake." You friggin' son, what are you talking about? He's calling me a fruitcake, because I had long hair. But times have changed. Times have definitely changed.
Okay.
Exactly. As I said before, my father went big in the country, but before that, he was into the Bee Gees. Saturday Night Fever. So he went from that then in the country, old country. Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, this, that, and the other. And
Tom does. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Grumpus.
Tom does. Does Blake play live there often, or is it just his
When-
venue?
Whenever he's in town, he'll go up and do something with a band and stuff like that. The guitar player that's with me, that I'm with them guys. These guys have been doing this stuff for almost 30 years out here.
Oh wow.
So just trying to put it all together and get it right and everything. And it was funny how it started out, because we were doing a lot of older stuff. And when I came on board, I said, "Hey, look," I said, I'm playing since I'm 5. Okay, this is wearing me out. Really is wearing me out. Can we do something different?
Yeah.
And they said, "I'm glad you said that, because they have sent me the list. This is like the 4th list now. So all the songs that they sent me, probably got about 120 some songs that we would like to go over with. But most of the time, if he is in town, he will be there, because he's a pretty hands-on dude.
Yeah. He put a pretty good show on at the rodeo this year.
And so he likes the local talent. He likes to deal with local talent.
Good to see you.
So I'm anxious to get back to it again. When we were playing, it was just way too hot, way too hot. So,
Yeah.
how can you deal with it's 108 outside, and go into this place, sun's beating on it, and the next thing you know, it's 115, 112, in that area. Too hot. So.
Tom, are you still playing, or are you promoting?
No, I'm back playing. We haven't practiced. We're in rehearsals.
Nice.
I'm going through the songs here. I got all my stuff here that I play with. But yeah, I'm back into it again. I'm back into it again.
Yeah,
I left for many years
there.
because I went back. We had the restaurant, and I cooked probably 15, 20 years. In a restaurant business. I'd get up and play every once in a while, but that was my original. What I wanted to do was to play. So
Yeah,
something told me to go the other way, for a little bit. And I'm the oldest guy in the group.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
be 70 in October.
Well, they should carry your bags then.
Yeah.
That's what I got Marie for. I mean, come on. Don't let her. Let's
well,
delete
Tom,
that.
at least you have the gift of doing both. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
play.
I like.
If you can help others.
It cracks me up sometimes to listen to people. Well, if I had to do over again, I wouldn't change nothing.
No, exactly.
I had my lumps. I did what I had to do. Come back out of it and just keep rolling with it. That's all.
I would like to think I'd do things different, but if I rolled it back, I'd be back to stupid again
Right.
and
was
make the
nothing
same
better than
stupid
stupid.
mistakes.
Oh my gosh! everybody here, and everybody in the chat, everything else. We can all look back on our lives. You know what I mean? And if we could make different choice decisions, but you know what? There's a lot of them. Is like
Good night, Marcel.
like our brother here said, we wouldn't change it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Despite faults and failings.
Yeah.
Even it's all about obstacles.
Yeah, but every stupid
It's all
mistake
like-
I ever made, I thought that was the right thing,
That's right. That's right. I did the
exactly,
same.
Grumpus.
and I'd think it again.
Grumpus, frame that one, Grumpus. Frame that one.
The problem I see with everybody, as I'm older now, looking back on it, okay, chasing that dollar bill. Whew. That was to me, that was the problem. That was what everybody was looking to do to do that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed my time in the restaurant. I worked probably 20 hours a day in it. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't change anything. I would go so far as we get done at 2:00 in the morning. Okay, get everything cleaned up. The kitchen was already done. Get everything cleaned up in the bar because we closed at 2. All right. Get them guys squared away, count the loot, the whole bit. Then I jump in the car and go into New York, into the city. We're like 35, 38 miles away from the city. And I'd be in the city until in my whites, the whole bit until 6 o'clock in the morning. Still drinking, eating, the whole
Good
bit.
times.
Yeah. Go home,
Well,
take a shower,
what?
crash for a little bit, and then go back to work.
You know
What
what,
made you who
Tom?
you are?
Tom, in a
Freaking
way,
maniac.
any musician is lucky. If you look at the fate of Leonard Skinner,
Bingo.
and other musicians that got, that gone by the wayside, through tragic, you know,
Colin, I have a friend of mine that I went to high school with, okay? And I'll tell you what, this guy back in the day, we played in bands, and he obviously moved on because he was phenomenal, okay? And I would put him up against Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's how good this guy was.
Oh, wow.
and I love Stevie Ray. I love Stevie Ray, but
This guy don't
go
know
ahead.
his name today. He don't know his name today because he has Alzheimer's.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Yeah, horrible. I mean, but that's that's the hand you're dealt. So.
Yeah.
Just Sushi.
So,
Just
Charlotte,
so
I
you
haven't
get-
talked to you in a while. So, how's little man doing with the band?
He's doing great. They haven't had their first game yet. It's the 30th.
Mhm.
And they're still learning, the program and everything, but he's really enjoying it. And
How's he
told
doing
you-
with his other drums?
He's doing good on the drum that he's on. He's on the bass drum
Okay.
in the band. He's doing really good there. But as far as doing it at home on his drum set, he's pretty much forgotten about it.
Okay.
So it's kind of disappointing because I really thought that he would get into it,
Just leave it be. When they're there, they'll call his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I bought my daughter a digital piano years ago, and she played it and played it and played it and played it while she was in high school. And ever since she graduated, she hasn't been on it hardly at all.
Okay.
I got her. She's got a violin, an electric violin in her room. She's got a ukulele. I don't hear her playing anything anymore. And I thought I haven't said much to her about it, but like you said, when it calls her name, she'll come back to it.
My grandson, 16. In December he'll be 16. He's 15. Okay,
Mhm.
so he's on a computer.
Mhm.
And my oldest grandson, he was doing rap music for a while, but he was making beats and selling them.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The young guy, 15, he's the same age as your son,
Right.
as Murphy.
Right.
My daughter just had to sign a waiver for him that it's okay. He just signed a contract with a record company from California to make the music for them.
Are you kidding me?
And what they did was not a lot of money, but I mean, and it's for these cartoons that they make. You watch on
Oh, how cool!
I guess the Japanese stuff, whatever.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Anime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he makes the music for that behind that, and so far he's got. What do you tell me? Pop, you can't hear the music though, because I said why? He says a lot of foul language. You won't like it.
Oh.
Okay. I said, well, who put that in there? All right. Well, I did. Yeah, like that. But the bottom line is that I knew he was going to be a go-getter with doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's the one they told him in school that he's never going to amount to nothing because he don't pay attention. He
Right.
gets bored right away. My daughter says, Pop, I don't know. They sent him a check for like $45 for 4 or 5 songs. Okay. But it had to come to me, through the whole routine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the music today, and that's the way it is. It's all electronic.
Huh.
Yeah.
So-
but from my experience, a musician sometimes can find himself in latter years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may be not even a teenager. You may be playing music. All of a sudden, depends on the company that you keep. If you're lucky enough
Mm-hmm.
to play music in certain types of company,
Well, and that's something
then
I
it
told Violet.
might
I said,
ignite a spark in your soul. Let me finish, please. It
sure,
might
sure.
ignite a spark in your soul. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so therefore, you might run into the right type of people
Mm-hmm.
who are established musicians who may be 20, 25 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe at that time you're not learning off them, but in a, I'm not to contradict myself, in a way you are,
Mm-hmm.
then you will establish it yourself. But it all comes down to the hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
All
yeah.
comes down to the hunger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want it? Do you
Well,
want it?
and
You know?
Well, do you want it bad enough to find the time?
that's right.
Yeah.
And
Because
Yeah.
a
time, the
lot of
older we
times,
get,
Okay,
the more precious time seems
Grumpus,
to be.
Grumpus,
right.
Grumpus, my most precious times living in Ireland. I was 20 years old. I was playing with guys at 47 years old. That's where I got
Yeah.
my education.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
20.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
47.
But
That's
the guys.
25 years ago. So how old are those guys now, right?
I mean, I
Those
look
guys
up to
were
Tom for Tom's still chasing his dream.
they
And I
were
think that's
playing
great.
It is great. Yeah.
they were playing John Prine. They were playing everything. And I knew my stuff. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Banjos, fiddles, guitars. Sorry, go ahead. I'll stop.
No,
I mean, I got a closet. I got a closet full of guitars I haven't pulled out in probably 20, maybe 30 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
And I
sir.
keep telling myself someday, 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 and someday I'm going to run out of days.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem that I faced. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When you get yourself locked into an idea about doing something, okay, they bought me a set of drums when I was turned 50, okay, and I started playing, get back into it again. You don't realize how far out of shape you get, okay.
Oh yeah.
So from 50 until we were getting ready to move out here, I had this set and I put a ton of money into it. All right, I had $3,000 worth of cymbals. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I couldn't bring them out here. I got a Kia Soul, so I couldn't bring them all out here, the drums and everything. So I
Right.
sold them. That was a wake up call right there because I took them and I got pennies on the dollar for it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Probably worth about $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
That's the cymbals. So get to the chase. So I come out here and we start going to different places, and I'm listening to this music that people playing out here, and I'm saying, "Wait a minute, this is crazy." So I said to Maria, I said, "You know what? I'm going to get back into it again. We live in an apartment. You can't have drums here. Blah blah blah. Relax, calm down." I had no idea about these electric drums. None.
Mhm.
No, none. Okay. I bought these things and I set them all up and got them, and I started getting back into it again. Headphones on. All you hear is a little bit, Charlotte, a little
Yeah.
tapping here
You
and there.
tapping. Mm-hmm.
So Marie says to me just a couple days ago, she says, "I know you're getting mad at some of the music." She said, I said, "Why? How do you know?" She said, "You're beating the shit out of them things and I can hear it in the other room." But here was the thing about playing out with them. Okay. They pack up a lot easier, set up, and everything is controlled. I go through the soundboard.
Yeah.
And that's what these people like out here in these different places. Once you
Right.
start bringing people in, start getting a following, and then I get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not done yet. You know what I mean? When I say uncle, then I'm done. But I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to keep on going until I can't do it anymore. So
I told Violet not long ago, I
Amen,
said,
Tom.
whether you use it or not, it's always going to be there for you.
yeah,
I said, music gave me a voice when I didn't have one back in the day. And I never really did anything with it. And I could have very easily done a little bit with it. But my life took a different turn and I made different choices. And
there you go.
I'm happy with my choices. But, and go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, this is what I tell everybody. Okay, there's better talent out there right now that you're paying a couple $100 to go see somebody who's lip syncing to their music.
That's right.
Okay? You go to these local casinos and stuff and listen to the locals that are playing. You got much better musicians, and you got
Right.
people that are pouring their heart into this for $100.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, Grumpus, what kind of guitar, what kind of music did you play?
Oh, it was mostly country stuff, instrumental stuff,
Okay,
Chet
Nice.
Atkins type stuff.
there's my boy right there.
Yeah.
That man can make a guitar
Yeah,
sing.
now we're talking. Now
I've
we're
got,
talking.
I've got a Chet Atkins Gretsch Nashville. Is one of the last ones made in America that I have owned since 72, I believe.
Wow,
Bought it new off the wall.
that's almost like BB King's.
I don't remember what he played,
It was a Gretsch.
but
It was a Gretsch hollow bottom.
it's in the closet just doing nothing. I've got flat tops. I've got a lot of different stuff around here.
These guys put an ad in the paper for trying to find musicians right away. They want here's what the deal is out here right now. I don't bore nobody with it, but they're guns for hire. Okay, so I can go and play from Wednesday until Sunday, and get paid from different bands.
Oh,
Okay.
and do that. Okay, that's not good. All right. So if you want a tight band, all you're doing is just going for music. You don't give a damn whether you draw anybody in or anything else like that. So these guys, okay, there's the two guys that started this thing. They sang together for years. Okay. One guy, you close your eyes, you think Elvis is singing. Okay. So then we got a keyboard player who is, I call him the professor because he's like scatterbrained, but this guy can play, I mean, everything. Got a bass player from Long Island. Okay, he's in his 60s. He's 61 or 62, I think he said. Yeah. So he said, "Oh, I'm 60 years old." I said, "Screw you, you rat bastard! What do you think I am?" Christ, but we gelled. We gelled
Yeah.
together. Okay.
I think it's great, man. It sounds like you're having a blast. I can only imagine.
I told one guy, I said, "Here's what we need." I said, "We need a steel guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
I want to put a steel guitar player in there that can do just about anything because you can make it doesn't have to be country. He can play a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So they said, "Well, we're gonna try that. It's fun." So we are
Tom.
once we get rolling, we will be
Rolling
Rockin' the Rebels. I love it.
That's Sin City Rock and Rebel.
Yeah, I love it.
Stuck in full confusion. Time it's rolling on.
So when you guys play,
Uh,
do you contract for like a couple of weeks or a month at a stretch, or how does all that work?
well, usually what you'll do is you go into a place for a weekend, and what happens is the way it works out here now is we're probably going to go with an agent.
Okay.
Okay, and he'll book us out. As far as travel, I don't want to do too much travel, but if I have to, I will, and if the money's there. But me booking this stuff up right now, we turn around and I'll book it for a month. Okay, so at the last place I played, the guy just quit. The headliner quit, walks out on us. So the only people that were left was me and the keyboard player. So I called him. I told you the story, and I called the
Yeah.
manager, and he won't bring it back. I left once I hurt my leg. I told him, get another drummer, bring it in. When I get better, I'll come back, and the whole bit. I got better, and I went back. Okay, I didn't play. Went back to tell them that I was going to go back and play again, but they sounded really good. They all melded together with the new drummer.
Mm-hmm.
I backed away. Let it keep going. So then with that, as that happened, I found these guys. Now me and these guys are going back and forth for almost, this will be on my second year, us going back and forth about playing, picking different people up. So now we got everybody in place, and now we're gonna start working on it.
Okay.
So these guys that sing, all of them sing except me. The guy says to me, "Do you sing?" I said, "Only in the shower." He said, "I don't want to see that." You know, that type of thing. But they don't need me to sing because the harmonies are tight. And I mean, it's just something that you haven't heard in a long time. You know what I mean? So we put it together, and then now we just got done with everybody with their vacations and stuff. So I said, you know what? We're probably going to the end of probably Labor Day weekend, we'll go back and practice probably for 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll start booking it up for Christmas into January, and then just keep it rolling from there.
Yeah.
But I'm looking. Matter of the one manager from the past that we played at, he just contacted me the other day, and he says, "What's going on? I haven't heard from you. You know, I know you're back up and moving around again." He said, and see, that was the other thing. I fell at their place,
Mm-hmm.
and they got nervous. They thought I was going to bring the lawyers and everything. I don't do that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's not me. That's not my cup of tea. I did it. I hurt myself, not you.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So me and him became really tight. In fact, he wants me to go cook. Wants to do a demonstration and invite some of the rollers in, and then do it like out front of everybody, cook right there for him. So that's what I was supposed to do, but then I hurt my leg. So yeah, it's cool though. I would love for you to come out.
Well, it sounds like you're having a blast.
Yeah.
You know what, Tom? I don't trust these agents at all.
Yeah.
You know.
Got to get the right one.
I always think you gotta go in there. You know. Yeah. Maybe Grumpus. Maybe there's one that is good. But personally, I always think you gotta go in there and make peace with the proprietor of the establishment. You know.
You're right. You're right to a point. Yeah, you're right to a point, Colin, because that's what I did for a while. That bringing bands in and stuff like that in my place. But these guys out here, it's a different animal out here. It's a total different animal. Okay, they're whether you get people sitting in the seats or not, you know. So the best thing that happens is these guys been doing this for 30 years. So guess what? They got the agent. They have just been dealing with this guy for 30 years. So if he books us any other places, I'm good with it. So.
Yeah. Go for it, brother. Go for it. Yeah. And I hope we can pass your music back on to Grumpus, Charlotte, and myself. I'd be delighted and very excited to hear.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to play. That's why I just want to. Like tonight, Saturday night. You know.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't come on, I'd be 10 toes in the bed right now.
Well, I mean that's kind of what happened to me, Tom. You know, I played up north all the time. I was just always had a guitar with me everywhere I went, and then I moved down here. There was no place to play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all your friends are not here. You don't know anybody here.
Right.
And to try to just start cold calling bars and stuff like that. It just I was too lazy. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I keep telling my grandsons, I said, when I was a kid, couldn't drive. Okay. So for me to play some high school dance or something, my dad we had to load up my drums in his station wagon. All right. And his famous words to me was, Why couldn't you play the frickin' harmonica? Hump these drums in and out and stuff like that. But what I did, Bill, I turned around and I started on Facebook. I started another thing called Vegas Live Music and Food.
Mm-hmm.
And I connected with everybody that's out here. And I'll go to a restaurant. I'll tell them what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna do your food, but I'm not a critic. I'm just trying to show people where to go to eat.
Right.
Okay, former chef, this is where I like to go, and the whole bit. I don't bash anybody. I would never put that out there, because if that happened to me, I'd chase you down.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting people to, hey, come on in. We'll have a drink. I'll buy you a drink. And look at it. I got this Korean barbecue place where you cook everything right there. I said, whoa. I told the guy. He looked at me. Oh, yeah, hello. Come on, you sit down. And put all the meat and stuff out.
Wow.
I said, I get paid to do this. But it's fun. It's a different life out here.
It's all about networking.
Yeah. It was two places we were going to go.
And lucky you're a people person.
Yes.
I tried to tell that to the Lord when they're cuffing you. I felt privileged one time because I got cuffed in the front.
Oh my!
Guys,
I'm getting out of here. I'm dying over here. I need to go back to bed.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next weekend. Okay.
We'll see you, Charlotte. Have a good week.
Thanks,
Take care,
Charlotte.
Real quick, Bill. When I was growing up, my one brother was mayor of the town I went to high school in. Okay. My other brother was chief of police of the other town that we lived in. Okay. So he would hand out them chief cards. Okay. And you get pulled over, PBA card, whatever, you get pulled over, give it to him, and they'd send it back to him. Well, he didn't want to give me no more anymore.
So it's a get out of jail free card.
Right.
Okay.
I am not giving them to you no more. So he gave my mother a picture of him in his uniform, right? The chief hat on, the whole bit.
Uh-huh.
I took the picture off the wall. I put that in my car. My brother.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, unbelievable. So, well, I'm glad I come up.
I am too. I hadn't talked to you in quite a while.
Maybe we can do. Like I said, what I'm doing with the podcast and stuff like that. Maybe we'll bring a pre-recorded and stuff like that. But I just want to talk food.
Yeah.
And just how you go about it, and different ways of doing it and stuff like that. I only do 35 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Maybe you got some pictures we can share.
Well, me and Charlotte's been throwing this thing back and forth, and we always get on with. Excuse me. We don't have a topic or anything like that. Yeah. So I told her tonight. I on Instagram. I told her. I said, "Well, what if we just do question and answer tonight?" But I don't think we got any questions.
Not one.
Not a single one. So we'll we'll reuse that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it. Charlie, right? Cooking Secrets for Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that pushed me into doing this. He's going to Italy, by the way. In fact, I think he might be leaving next week. He's going for 60 days.
Oh wow.
He's going to stay over there, but he said, I don't know what to do, how I'm going to do things with it. I said, let me know when you're doing it. We'll go live. But I tell you, go take your camera, go into these different chefs, because they're, into their houses and stuff like that. And
yeah.
I said, I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
I would too.
So he's supposed to get with me pretty soon before he goes. So
I would.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
So I need to get back in the swing of things.
Oh.
I am having a hard time keeping up with everybody's videos.
Oh.
It has not slowed down since the illness. And that's kind of where I lost my traction, and I lost my grip, because everybody that was putting out videos every couple of 3 weeks was putting out like 2 a week.
Right.
And so many new people jumped on that. I could literally watch YouTube 25 hours a day and still not catch all of my friends.
Yeah. For instance, now tonight I had actually had to go to your site to get the live.
Oh, really?
I couldn't.
You didn't get a Did you get a notification?
Nope.
You know, I've been experiencing that too.
Yeah.
I am not getting the notifications that I used to get.
I actually had to go to the site as well.
Yeah, I've gone to several sites and unsubscribed and then resubscribed to get my notifications to switch back on again.
Yeah. Did you get a message from YouTube about what are they calling it? Damn it! It's a new program that they're coming up with. That let me see here. You seen I bounced that one bird, right?
You did what?
You seen I bounced that one bird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. You're getting too crazy.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Whatever. Anyway, they sent me out a thing to go to get connected with distributors.
Oh, that's that email they sent just a few days ago, right?
Yeah. Certain people are getting it. Not everybody's getting it. So I said, you know what? Let me look into it. I put a wacky price in there because they tell you got to put a price in. I put a wacky price in and see what happens. You know.
I saw the email. I don't even think I read it.
Yeah. It's not a bad deal if I'm pretty active with it, and I don't get with this channel here. You know, I mean, nobody from any kind of keto thing sends me anything because I just call it all bullshit. You know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I put a hefty price on it to do a video. You know, for somebody's stuff, and plus the shorts. I haven't made a short in a long time. I got into it with them about shorts. I said, I turned around and I said, I was getting 100 and some thousand views on shorts. Put one up a couple of weeks ago and I got 5 people. You know, what's going on?
I don't get it because they're really pushing the shorts.
Yeah, exactly. So now, something like this right here now, you get a good conversation going. Okay. And what they're looking for is they're looking for longer form videos that can be put up on large screen TVs.
Well,
that's what they're heading for.
That's in my wheelhouse because all of my videos, generally I try to keep around 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, they want longer.
Well, I have had some go half hour, but
yeah, they're looking.
I could easily stretch a video out.
Yeah, almost like the 45 minutes and stuff. That's the new CEO now.
Wow,
that's what he's looking for.
So he's looking for programming.
Yeah, well, most people don't. He said, even shorts, they're talking about changing the vertical on it, turning it back to horizontal.
Yeah, I hate the vertical.
Yeah, so they're doing all. They brought me into a group, like a chat, and I didn't say too much. They brought me up on this thing, asking what do you think is going on, and how do you like the program, and how it's going out, and everything like that. And I said flat out, you're not putting me out there.
There you go.
Not putting me out there. I don't care. Well, what do you think? And all this stuff. And finally they sent me an email. Me and this guy went back and forth big time on it. I says, I break my hump to put these videos up there and I get 25 views. And it's the same people over and over. And I'm not knocking it. I appreciate them.
Yeah, but you're not reaching out.
Yeah, you're not getting anybody else. Well, now all of a sudden now, here you go. Okay, bang. Now my videos started taking off. So I got one video on the other channel that just tapped 1,500.
Okay.
1,500 views. And it seems to be a little bit longer. And it seems to be I did it about Singapore. About a dish from Singapore in this one collab.
Okay.
And it took off. It's not stopping. So, hey,
Well, I'm hoping to force myself get back into the swing of things. I get this cover made on my deck. That was part of my problem. I was running out of room to get around and get the stuff done. So this cover's a little bigger than what I had. So I'm hoping to put some more permanent lighting up out there to where, I mean, a lot of times my cooks will go, I'll start in the morning and they'll go until dark in the evening.
That one you did with the rotisserie, you put the rotisserie on
Yeah.
there. I
Yep.
watch that all the time because you know what? It's thinking on your feet.
My
Let's fix
DIY stuff does a whole lot better than my cooking.
Yeah, but I mean, just even with the cooking, with the way you move the coals and everything else like
Yeah.
that, I'm saying, wow, you know what? This is where it's at. And this guy is saying that due to that longer form stuff, that you can take like videos, when he says like videos, the same type of thing,
Yeah.
put them together, re-edit them, put them together to make a longer form. I said, damn it. I said, Grumpus was right the whole time to make the video longer, no matter what.
Make the video that you want to watch.
I said, son of a bitch. I said, now if I can just get him to open that freaking box, I'll be all right.
Tom, I promise, is right over here.
No, I'm only kidding you.
Do you remember me teasing DJ about his Stream Deck? This is maybe 4 years ago. Because I was teasing him because I wanted a Stream Deck and he was showing off his. Tom, I bought a Stream Deck. It's been sitting here next to my keyboard for 4 years. The tape is not even cracked yet. So please don't take it personal. Because
No.
That's I don't know why I do that.
I told
My wife
Marie,
comes in. She says, "When are you going to open that box?" I said, "Damn, you just sound like Tom." She said, "No, I mean that other box." So, I mean,
I told one guy sent me an email. He says, I know I'm just new to your channel and I know you for about 6 months, 8 months. How much would you charge for one of them bottles or for the set? I said, for one bottle, 5,000. I said, and for the set, 25,000. Silent. I mean, he didn't get back to me about. I must have fell on the floor. I said, here's the reason why.
Oh, he shit himself.
I said, yeah. I said, here's the reason why my wife's got arthritis real bad and can't paint no more.
yeah.
You know, I said, so who's ever got them? You know, there they are. One guy sent me a thing that dropped it, broke it. I said, you know what? I'm going to give you her phone number. You tell her that story. I ain't telling
Yeah.
her. Look at me.
Well, I have actually got some clips together. I just haven't opened the box yet. I mean, I have worked on a little bit.
Yeah. The
But you set the bar pretty high on box openings.
I forget who was doing it. Somebody was doing a live, open up the box and went, oh, fuck, crying out loud. Unbelievable. So, well, I think you need to get back. You know, get your stuff going. You know, you get your stuff done. But I wouldn't take them projects on anymore.
Well, I'll tell you. You know what? It's very, very frustrating. I've always been a hands-on guy. I mean, I can't tell you the fights me and my wife has had because she thinks I need to ask so-and-so for help. And I said, I don't need it. Yeah. You know, when I need help, if I ask somebody for help, they know I really, really need the help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, I don't want to burn up my favors if I don't need them.
Yeah.
But
I got it.
This last year has been a tough year as far as the body not wanting to keep up with what I'm wanting to do.
And I'm not. Believe me, I'm right behind you with that one. Okay, I bitch and moan about moving to an apartment. Best freaking move I ever made. Okay, I got a light right now flickering up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a ladder anymore.
Make a phone call, they take care of it.
Bingo. But the limitations. Okay, I don't use that word that I have limitations. Okay, here's what I say. It's not a limitation. I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt doing something stupid.
Well, it was hot today, And my lovely wife sat out there in a lawn chair with me all day that I was out there.
That's what I'm just saying. I
And
have the
she
same
made sure
thing.
I had water. I mean, she irritated the shit out of me. You need anything? You need anything? You need anything? You know, but at the same time, she was there to make sure if I've fallen and I can't get up or something like that, that I wasn't out there just cooking in the sun like a piece of bacon until she discovered I hadn't been in the house for a while.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm
And-
trying to stress. That, and I learned that the hard way.
That's why I was sick all last week. I got out there last Saturday, and I'm just dripping. I don't know. I'd lost track how many bottles of water I drank, but I had this blower, and I set the blower up. Well, I set it up on my barbecue pit on the shelf, and had it blowing straight at me in a lawn chair. So I'm out there getting I am just soaking wet, and I sit down in this chair and had this blowing in my face all afternoon, all that hot air blowing on me, and I got a sore throat, which turned into like a little summer cold, and I didn't feel human again until almost Thursday evening.
So now, my next door neighbor, her son-in-law is a male nurse. Okay, and she come over and says to me, she says, "Tom, have you been feeling okay?" I said, "Yeah." I ain't seen her around. I said, "I'm busy inside, a whole bit." She said, "My son-in-law just told me that they're getting a lot of people coming into the clinic with summer colds, just like what you said."
Yeah.
Okay, and he told her, guess what? The pollen is being cooked.
I can believe that.
And it's now a different strain,
I've got nothing but pine trees around me.
affecting people different ways. She said,
But
you know what?
like I told the wife, I said, I didn't used to be that delicate. She said, well, it ain't that. And I said, yeah, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
I used to get out and for this little project I'm working on should have been done in a weekend.
Yep.
Could have been done in one day 30 years ago.
You're singing to the choir.
And now it looks like it's going to drag into 3 weekends.
There's stuff that I look at that I know has got to be taken care of, and I just can't do it. My car, any cars I ever owned, okay, don't look like the car I have right now. That thing was washed, waxed at least every week.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes washed twice a week because I couldn't stand it dirty. The interior, the whole bit. This thing looks like a shebang. Unbelievable.
Well, some of the importance of things have lost. They've been rearranged.
Yeah. And my problem is my problem is that I'm still stuck in that work mode. I'm still stuck that I got to get up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, get ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And plan that for the whole day.
Well, you work hard. You work hard at this YouTube thing. I mean, my hat's off to you, man. You really put your nose down and to the grindstone on that.
I turned around now and I look. Maurice says to me, "What are you doing? You are retired. Stop it. Stop it."
No.
Yeah.
I just can't help it.
It's the American way.
Well, you got to have something to do.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just and like I had said before, everything I do, as far as lights and cameras and stuff, I make all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I get all that stuff set up to work, and if it doesn't work, I move something else around, being mindful that it's not going to get in her way with her.
Yeah.
Does.
But Tom, I'm a woodworker. I can build cabinets, all this kind of stuff like that. And for a year, I bought my house when I was 30. Still here.
Wow.
Okay, and through the years, I have steadily been building up my workshop. I've got 10-year-old routers still in the box.
Wow.
I've got all this stuff because I figured when it come time for me to retire and I can play with these toys, I won't be able to afford to go get them.
Oh.
So I was steadily all these years adding to my workshop, getting everything going, all that stuff like that. I was actually telling the wife the other day, I said, you know what, maybe I'll just sell that stuff. Because I don't even feel like going out there anymore.
Yeah, but you get,
And that's a shame. That's a shame, man.
I left when we moved out of Florida.
Yeah, but also Grumpus, you have absorbed the American dream.
No, my American dream was going out to my shop about 10 in the morning with my coffee, puttering around until lunchtime, having lunch, going back out there, take a nap at 1, and shut down at 2.
Exactly.
That's what, I would have all my stuff there if I wanted to fix something around the house. Somebody in the family needed something, whatever. I got everything. I got all the abilities and the tools to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting to the point to where
you know what?
I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
When I sold the place in Florida.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah. You've been there.
I mean, I've got I've got several boxes of
there's-
Porter Cable routers, and
Uh-huh.
Porter Cable don't even make routers anymore.
Anymore. That was my stuff. I had all my dad's stuff. I got all his
but
clamps and all that stuff.
but
Yeah.
you-
Oh yeah. Whoever dies with the most clamps wins.
I sold them all when I left Florida.
but
The guy bought everything. I
Yeah.
said, "Here, you want this sweater?" I mean, the barbecue equipment I had out that I built out in this place around the bar and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had the 36-inch Blackstone. Next to that, I had built a wok station.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, with the wok. In the corner, I had my Kamado Joe, the Junior. In the corner, I get that bad boy up to 700, 800, 900 degrees.
Wow.
Okay, and then next to that, I took a converted grill, gas grill, and made that into a deep fryer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then on the other side, it wasn't in the picture, but on the other side, then I had a Duquesne, all old one, all stainless steel with all brass fittings and stuff like that, a gas grill.
Yeah.
But that was my setup.
Sounds nice.
I hated to give that up.
I'll
but
bet.
I couldn't have it out here. So when he hit me with the price above the sell, all my tools, everything I had,
Yeah.
dishes, pots, pans, gone. Maurice says to me, "I never thought you'd ever do anything like that. Why don't you do it?" What am I going to do with it all?
It was probably liberating too.
Yeah, it was, because you know what? Start over.
Start over, and you know what you need.
Yeah.
You don't have a bunch of stuff that you wanted that you don't use.
Yeah.
Well,
between
like
the
I said, the
three
last
of us-
year has been
between
kind of
the
a
three of us,
wake up call.
How many times? Yeah. No, I hear you. Between the three of us, how many times, have we had to start over? Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, when I moved to Texas, I rented a U-Haul, and we brought down all the furniture, everything we own, washer, dryer. We brought everything down, and within the first year, I'd got rid of all of it.
Yeah.
And I've told people, my family up north, I said, if I had it to do again, I'd have sold every damn thing up there. I'd have come down here and just bought what I needed.
I paid we moved from. I had the horror story because we moved in 2007, 2008.
Two divorces.
I sold my house in Jersey. Okay, the Thursday before Labor Day weekend. All right.
Okay.
We moved down to North Carolina. I had bought 17 acres of property, old farmhouse on it, the whole bit.
Okay.
Took all our stuff, put it into storage, all of it, furniture, all my cooking stuff, all my utensils and everything like that. The guy who bought my house, military guy, and his daughter, his wife was sick in the hospital. Okay. We go to closing, and being that it was coming up to Labor Day weekend, they gave me a promissory for it to go through. Okay. My attorney says, "No problem. I'm here. I'll take care of it." Okay. We book. We get down to North Carolina, put everything in storage, the whole bit. The bank went belly up.
No.
I lost $240,000.
How does that happen?
That's when when all the banks were. Remember, and
Oh yeah.
my attorney says to me, Tom, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. Okay.
That's not something
Yeah.
you want to hear from an attorney.
Yeah. So here I am now. What do I do? I'm in North Carolina. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
3 weeks after that. No, what am I saying? 2 months after that, I don't know what to do. Okay. What am I going to do with the bank, with the mortgage? Nobody's calling me. Nobody's talking to me. Okay. And then I get served with papers down in North Carolina that the bank is going to foreclose on me up in Jersey. The guy's still living in my house. He's paying me rent. Okay. He's paying me $2,500 a month.
So the bank goes belly up, but they'll still foreclose.
Yeah. And listen, this guy, my bank was going to foreclose on a little bit of the mortgage I owed.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay. This guy's in the military. Okay. Supposed to be. I mean, I'm telling you, 2 months after that, I get blasted with bladder cancer.
That wasn't your year, was it?
It just kept coming and coming and coming. Okay. So here's when I changed gears with everything. Doctor told me you got to get your stuff in order, pal. This is not good. It's not gonna. No more I can do for you. I'm walking around. I got the bag hanging off my leg. I go to this. I was ready to fight, shoot, kill anybody. It got my way. It just pissed me off. I hate banks. I don't like mortgage companies now. I don't like nobody. I go to the storage place and I open up the storage room. Okay. And here's what pissed me off. I paid on this son of a bitch for almost 2 years. Okay. It was bringing stuff down, keeping it down there. And I opened up I could hardly walk around. I opened up one box. Okay. It was a box of hammers that I had, hammers from over the years. Buy a hammer, put it up. Okay? And I said, you asshole. You are nothing but an asshole. Okay? Got rid of everything. Sold everything, got rid of everything. And then finally, what happened was the bank had I had to have my brother talk to the Attorney General in New Jersey because they didn't know where to go, what to do. The bank was in New Jersey, that his bank that went belly up, not my bank. And they had to put it to deal. The Attorney General had to his office had to do something. I don't know exactly what they did. Okay, and squash it, and everything went away. So I didn't know anything. So I walked away from that thing. But I still had the property in North Carolina. All right.
God was looking out for you, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, it was ugly.
God was looking out for you.
So I learned when we left North Carolina to go to Florida, I had bought another building, okay, on the property. That's where I had all my tools. Had all my tools in there. I had nail guns, the whole bit, because I was going to build a place on this property from the old farmhouse.
Gotcha.
The old farmhouse was so riddled with termites, it was crazy. So I was going to build another place, but out of these little barns that I was getting and stuff.
Okay.
Told Marie, can't do it. I'm not going to go through this again. I'm not going to, they told me to get my life in order, my affairs in order, the whole bit. The guy down the street, I said, I paid $1,800 for that building. Okay. 16 by 20. So all my tools, everything's in it. Okay. Give me $2,500 and you got it. He had a wrecker come down and pick the building up with the tools on it and took it down the road. Give me 25 cash. Okay, but that was my mindset now, to walk away from everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to start fresh, because you know why? I don't need no stress.
Well, I hear you.
So, when I heard you a couple times with your, with the hurricane and stuff like that, and I'm saying, God Almighty.
Well, at least with the hurricanes, at least you know they're coming.
Yeah.
Not like a tornado that shows up in the middle of the night.
The other reason why I got out of there.
Not like a Whitey Bulger.
Exactly.
But yeah, It's been a wake up call this past year. Just and my body's not shutting down. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just my brain's not slowing down with my body.
Right. Oh, that's
And
that's me right there. I might tell Marie. Thank God I have Marie. Else I'd probably be in the body cast. And see, that's the thing. You don't want to fall over.
well, I mean, I got out there all afternoon today, and I was doing good until I started having to climb the ladder. And climb the ladder, move the ladder, climb the ladder, move the ladder, and after about 2 hours of that, I told her, I said, I don't know if I can climb this ladder much more.
Yep.
I don't do ladder work.
I'm huffing and puffing by the time I get to the top. Forget why I went up there.
Yeah. and how I look at that is that we're up there, but we're not ancient. Let's put it that way.
No,
But you got to listen. You got to listen to your body. You got to listen to to what's going on with it. You know what I mean?
yeah. In fact, I've got excuse me. I've got to make some calls to some doctors this week because I've been talking to some insurance people, Medicare type things.
Yeah.
And Tom, I don't have a general doctor. I don't have anything like that. Everybody wants to know who's your doctor, and I say I don't have one. Well, you've got to have one. You're 70. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of medicines you take? I said I don't take any.
It's Marie, the same thing.
Said, well, you have to have something. I said, no, I don't have to have anything because I'm not taking anything.
Right.
I don't even take a multivitamin.
Right.
Occasionally, I'll have a V8 juice on the way to work, and that's it.
See the way you're talking right there. That's how I am passionate with the keto stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing it down anybody's throat. I know what it did for me. You know what I mean? So, can I say, well, Grumpus, you should take this? No, that's not it. It's an easy way around all the stuff I just started taking now. I did it in the beginning when I first started doing keto back 6 years ago. Okay, and then I got off it and went back to it again. I started taking this alpha lipoic acid. All right, it's our body makes it, but don't make enough of it.
Okay.
Right? So now I'm starting to get these aches and pains again in my legs, and I was getting the tingling in my feet, like in my toes. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all, but I could know that something wasn't right. I started taking this stuff again, and that all went away. Because I said to Marie, what was I taking? I can't remember exactly what I was taking. I don't keep records for anything like that. But sure enough, that was it. Okay. And then another pill. There were just vitamins and minerals and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get away from the hard medications. I'm only on 3 of them. But I'm feeling so much better just what I'm doing. Okay. So I told my doctor, I said, now when I go back for my blood work, okay, I want you to give me an insulin test. Well, for what? I said, didn't you just get done telling me a little while ago that I'm insulin resistant? So that means that I'm either making too much or I don't have enough. Okay. Maybe you were barking up the wrong tree with me. All right. Yeah. Well, we can do that, but that's odd that we normally don't do that. I said, time out.
Yeah. I'm paying the bill.
let's do this here again. Okay. I come here to you. You get paid whatever you get paid for the insurance, whatever copay I got to give to you talking about me. Okay. I said, now here's what I want you to hear. I want this test, and I don't give a rat's ass who pays for it or whatever. This is what I want, and we'll go from there. Okay. No problem. I'll order it. The whole bit. So when I go back now,
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I never say that I'm a doctor, but you're playing with my life right here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm on the short end of the stick.
Well, I mean, they're just practicing.
Yeah, exactly. Like Ed Norton said, I don't have to practice. I know it. Yeah,
But see, Tom, I'm finding that, I mean, I can walk from one end of the house to the next, and I'm out of breath.
Yeah.
I can't hardly, just walking from my car into the office. I am just panting like a dog. And I don't know I don't know if it's a heart issue. I don't know if it's high blood pressure. I don't know if it's
Your heart.
the diabetic,
Not
diabetes. Trying to, I got to have some tests run.
Right, right. You need to get a blood panel done on it.
Grumpus.
And the
Oh.
first thing they're going to hit you with,
No, no,
first
no.
thing they're going to hit you with is they're
Not
going to hit you
about the blood.
with what do you
It's
call it?
nothing about the blood. If you're experiencing that type of stuff, Grumpus, go see a heart specialist.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's what I've been doing. I've been talking to because
Yeah.
I'm on Medicare.
Yeah.
But I've never used it.
Yeah.
And I was talking with another insurance agency the other day, some supplemental, and that's where they wanted to know what my history is, who my doctor is, all this thing like that. So
Yeah.
I've got to go out and find a doctor here close
Yeah.
that will get the ball rolling.
always. Here's what I tell the
That's a
doctors all
hard
the time.
issue.
Being that
Bingo.
it's me, I'm not trying to be a hard ass or anything like that. Okay, but I've been dealing with this for a long time. Okay, I said I became a type 2 diabetic because when I had bladder cancer, you gave me not you, but they gave me this treatment for it. Okay, and the treatment is actually they insert a tube up into your
Gotcha.
okay, and shoot this solution in to kill tumors. Grumpus, I had 18 tumors removed in 8 surgeries over
Wow.
3 years. Yeah, over
Wow.
3 years. I'm tired of that stuff getting shoved up into me. They had to stop the treatment. One treatment was 6 weeks long. Okay, I had 6 treatments. So
Wow.
a little over a year and something getting this done. Okay, I said I'm tired of it. Okay, I want to get my life in order now. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Right.
But now the doctor comes in and says, well, we can't do the treatment no more because now this thing caused you to have type 2 diabetes. Thank you. Get my life in order, and now I got to deal with
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So now you go to another doctor and do this and do that. I'm tired of it.
I just want to know what I need to deal with.
So here's what I told the doctors, what I tell everybody to do. When you go there, when you go to the doctor, tell the doctor, I want to change my lifestyle. Okay, so I don't want to get too crazy with crazy medications and stuff like that. If you're telling me that this is a problem, then we'll deal with it that way. But I don't want to get too crazy with the medications.
Right.
Let me do a lifestyle change, and then they'll work with you a little bit more. You know, as
Yeah,
far
'cause
as
I hate taking pills. I mean, even if I got a headache, I rarely would take an aspirin or anything like that. I'll just ride it out.
right. Yeah. And not so much the work up and down the ladder is the problem. Freaking heat.
Well,
The body it's not used to the heat, and plus you got the humidity on top of it.
I'm not
So-
taking proper care of myself. I know that.
So
Because
I mean,
I haven't been a breakfast eater since high school.
Right.
I never eat breakfast. Rarely, maybe once or twice a week, I'll have lunch. But supper time, I'm ready to do some damage.
Mhm.
Well, that's not a good way to eat. I know that,
I'm
and I'm not eating the right stuff. I'm eating the stuff I like.
that's right. That's right. But
Same.
see, you got the
Same.
mindset. You got the mindset to change it. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I tell everybody. Everybody says, well, you're keto. This and that. I can't do keto. Yes, you can. You don't even know you're going to do it. Okay. So on the channel, what I try to tell everybody is you can eat this. You can have exactly what I just made, okay, without some of the stuff that's going to affect you.
Yeah.
So you eat this way, you'd be good to go. But got to make sure you eat enough to stay full. And there you go. I eat once, maybe twice a day, and that's it.
Yep.
No breakfast. And now I'm getting into with the podcast. I'm getting into now of I'm going to put a little cinnamon in this here. Okay. Well, a tablespoon of cinnamon has 3.5 carbs. So if I'm on 20 carbs for the day, coffee has 3 carbs to it. So that's 6.5 carbs I'm dealing with right then and there. So,
All right, Mom has spoken.
yeah, she got her stuff. Yeah.
I've thought about that too.
You don't collect $200. That's right. You give the Undertaker.
Yeah.
My aunt used to tell my father, his sister. They called
Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my dad's name was Bob, but his brothers and sister called him Robbie, right?
Uh-huh.
And she said, Robbie, she said, if I was married to you, the Undertaker would be shoving cotton up your ass and tying your shoelaces. I don't know. Well, I think I'm going to hit the hay.
Yeah, I was going to wrap this up at the 3-hour mark, and I've only overshot it by 50.
Keep in contact with me, will you?
Yeah, I'm going to.
So we can converse a little bit on that. Yeah, get it taken care of. Go get checked out and.
Oh, believe me, I'm here. I'm hearing plenty of noise over on my end.
Oh yeah, but in the same token, though, listen to yourself though. I mean, as far as doing the ladders and.
Well, you got to get things done though.
I carried a cane. Yeah, but you know what?
It's like I told the wife. She's well, why don't you take a break? And I says that thing ain't going to put itself together.
Yeah.
I can only take so long of a break. I got to get back up.
Yeah. No, I know that for a fact. I carry the cane now just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, stepping off a curb, I get really, because the rule of thumb is on your bad leg, down with the good, down with the bad, up with the good.
Mm-hmm.
You use your legs. So I walk fine. I move around fine. No problem. Play drums. I always was able to play, but I just couldn't walk. But I keep that cane with me all the time. Marie, this morning, get the cane. Is she a pain in the ass? Yeah, she's a pain in the ass. But if I didn't have her, I'd be in the car with no freaking cane, worrying about going up and down the curb. That's.
I'd be doing a lot more dumber things if my wife wasn't on my back all the time.
That's the whole
structure. You're a good man. You're a good man, Tom.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir.
So, fellas,
yep.
What do you think?
Grumpus,
Think we ought to shut this thing down?
Yeah, Grumpus, let's go to bed.
I don't like your tone there, mister.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, you're right, Charlotte. None of it matters 6 feet below.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Grumpus, just take care.
Well, I feel myself turning into an old man. I mean, to keep myself from going out of breath, I feel myself moving slower and slower and slower. Remember old Tim Conway when he'd shuffle across the floor? I feel like that's what I'm almost at him.
Yeah, but here's my way I look at it real quick.
Yeah.
I look at it this way. I know when I'm going to sit down. I know when I'm going to say that enough's enough. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it on my terms. All right. I know I can't climb a ladder no more. You know what I mean? I know I can't swing the house. I know I can't stand in the kitchen anymore and do a 8-hour shift. I probably couldn't do 2 hours. Okay.
Well, I'm getting there, Tom. I know all these things, but I won't give in. I haven't accepted it, even though I know it. I haven't accepted it.
So when I turned around and was playing in the band, eating all the bad shit again, okay, and I could feel the inflammation. I could feel every bone of every joint in my body start hurting. When they carried me out I had to leave my drums and everything there. When they carried me off that stage and I got in the car, because Marie don't drive. I had to drive home in excruciating pain. You want to see that? That should have been filmed, because that would have been funny as hell. Watching her trying to get my big ass from the car in a walker, pulling me, sitting down on a walker, into bed. And when I got in bed, I was in there for 3 months.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. 7 months altogether, 4 months, 3 months in the bed, and then finally getting around with a walker.
Well, I don't want it to get to that point.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You here I am playing the band, think everything's going to be good, and because I made a wrong turn myself, and I knew better. I just simply knew better. So I would just take it easy. That's all. Get barbecuing. Screw everything. Burn burn everything.
I hear you.
I don't know.
Fire in the
buddy.
hole!
All right, Colin. I'm gonna see you. See you next time.
All right, gentlemen.
Tom,
Colin,
I'm
take-
sure glad you
Gentlemen.
jumped up here.
Yep. I appreciate it. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for
sir.
having me.
Anybody that hasn't hit the thumbs up, hit it on the way out, please.
Yep.
Nice to see the chat show up. Be active tonight. Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte. Go to bed,
Hey,
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Tom. Grumpus.
All right, I'm shutting her down, guys. We'll see you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye, Grumpus.
I think I forgot to end the stream. We'll see you, Colin.